C3 Ultimate Wrestling, sponsored by Limelight Entertainment Studios and the board, presents Enter the Limelight, September 21st in Dyer, Indiana. Come witness the ultimate wrestling experience with some of the greatest wrestlers in the Midwest. Grab your family and grab your capes because this will definitely be a superhero affair. Tickets are available on Eventbrite. $10 for adults, $5 for kids. Something that you or your family will not want to miss. This superhero, jam-packed, fantastic action. See you guys at Harold's private venue in Dyer, Indiana. Who will step into the limelight? Check, check. Everything clear. Everything good.
10-4, good buddy.
All right, everything's good. Everything's good. All right, cool. Everything sounds nice. Welcome, everybody, to a special media coverage for Enter the Limelight, which is a tribute show for Limelight Entertainment Studios, the number one sponsor for C3 Ultimate Wrestling. Shout out to David Green, who is the founder of this wonderful establishment, who has been a constant sponsor and supporter for C3 Ultimate Wrestling. Even when we were called C3 Wrestling, he was him and his company, they've always invested and they poured into us. So I wanted to do the same. So talking to that company that I really don't want to talk about, this was something that came true. So, like I said, this is a tribute show. So, wrestling and superhero and comics and things like that, they really do go hand in hand when you think about it. Larger than life characters, super strength, people who can fly, people who can do things normal people can do, can take pain that normal people can't take. So, Limelight Comics was definitely one of the ones that we wanted to name our show after because it's our number one sponsor. So I felt like Into the Limelight was very good because this show, a lot of people can step into the limelight with a victory or with a statement. So shout out to them. I'm not here alone, as you guys have heard, despite the fact of what me and the person on the panel not agreeing with a lot of some of the things that I've heard in the antics, but we are here for a mission. So I know how to handle things the right way. So let everyone know who you are. Most of us already do, but of course, let everybody know.
Well, the person on the panel is Kevin Young Sr. I am the voice of C3 Ultimate Wrestling. I am your ring announcer. I am your commentator. I am your charismatic cameraman. And I bring you the action.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So make sure you see any of these platforms because I do things the right way here. You make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow, make sure you support, shout, and everything. Also, part of the tech crew as well is Arshawn from Critically Drinking. So make sure you subscribe to his channel. I know he's had a few videos he has been dropping for the past few days, and you can see Yella on the panel as well, giving his insight on certain things. So make sure you show him some love as well, just as much as he shows us love. We are here for Enter the Limelight. Now, Enter the Limelight is our third show of the year. First show was Still the Show. Second show was Red Fighting Blues. And a lot of people are really hyped about this show because they loved Red Fighting Blues. And this third show, Enter the Limelight, this is possibly our final show of 2024. And I've already spoke about I've already spoke about the sponsors and stuff like that. You already know, I like one of them, but the other one is something else. But the board, at this point, I'm not really scared of them doing anything. They really don't. They just bother me, but they don't bother me to the point to where I can't be professional. But yes, Enter the Limelight is the third show. Kev, how excited are you for this show?
Um, I'm very excited. Um, Definitely excited to be celebrating Limelight Comics. Just like you said, they've been rocking with us from the beginning to this day.
To this
To
day.
this day. So yeah, appreciating them, and it's we got some first time in C3 Ultimate Wrestling matches with some with the last man standing match. I know we gonna get to that in a bit.
Yeah,
We got some wrestlers that embody the idea of superhero and superpowers. Definitely looking forward to Arcade Anarchy because, like I said, superheroes, wrestling, gaming. This is gonna be like the perfect mix of all of that. So,
I agree. Yeah, I'm always get excited about shows. And despite the fact that I might not be doing as much as I want to as far as the company is, I'm excited for this one. Like I said, this is something that I have been talking about before the board got into play. Like this was something that I have talked to David Green about. So I'm glad that it got greenlit, pun intended, for the limelight. So I am excited for the show. Um I'm going to give a quick rundown because I'm going to see if some of the wrestlers will get on the panel. This is the full card. And then after we do the full card, we'll break down each match. We'll talk about predictions. We'll talk about certain things. And like I said, the wrestlers should be coming in shortly to speak about their case. Um, we do have Arcade Anarchy, which is Kenny Nine versus the returning Johnny CK. Both of these guys very adept with video games, with Kenny Nine being the unplugged cyberpunk, and then also Johnny CK, whose life is like a video game. And he also has a sidekick in Eevee. So um we also have one-on-one action with Rockin' Rivera versus JPH, the Odyssey, the Windy City Devil versus the Odyssey. Now, these two guys, they were on the losing end of their matches at Spread Fighting Blues. So now this is like a make or break. And it's not, I don't think, per se for the company, but for just them to try to elevate and try to get themselves out of the rut. So I do think that these guys are very passionate wrestlers and they're going to put it all on the line just to get that dub. We also have Contention Chaos. We have the ARC, which are the tag team champions and the women's champion. They're going to go against King JR Lindsay, the returning Mike Strong, and Vega Venom. Now, if Lindsay Strong and Venom beat the ARC, they get title matches at the next C3 Ultimate Wrestling show. So, excited for that. Jr. Lindsay, King Jr. Lindsay, excuse me. This is his debut in C3 Ultimate Wrestling. And I want to say that C3 Ultimate Wrestling, for the most part, has had debuts ever since C3 has become a thing. So the tradition keeps going. We also have Joseph Ira Credit versus the professional Tony Thunder. The BIG of the 313. The name his mama gave him, going against the professional Tony Thunder in Detroit Dispute. Two guys from Detroit rep their city real good. They are family to me. Uh, they are going to lock up once again because they faced each other before. Joseph said it's not personal, but I'm going to knock the Sonic rings out. Tony Thunder, he went in a storm, literal storm, and spoke about Joseph Ira Credit. Even talked about some of the old monikers he used to go by. So it went from professional to personal real quick. So I'm very excited for that. We also have our first last man standing match. The man who stood last. We have Atlas J. Horn versus me. Last man standing match. This has been a long time coming. We have been feuding since 2023. Not even feuding. I say fighting because I can't stand him. I know he can't stand me. So like I said, like this is something that has been built on. Like we couldn't even lay hands on each other at the last show, so we have to wait for the bell to ring to even put hands on each other this time. So, like I said, man, this is way past personal. Now it's time for a statement. And the main events is D'Angelo Steele, C3 Ultimate Wrestling Champion, going against Marcelo Spade, the Urban Culture Champion. Now, it's not a title for title match. So, if anything, you got to take it up with the board when it comes to these kind of decisions. It is Steele's title on the line. So, if Spade is victorious, Marcelo Spade would be the first ever Urban Culture Champion and C3 Ultimate Wrestling Champion. But if Steele wins, it is another successful title defense, but he does not get Spade's championship. So the only belt that is on the line is D'Angelo Steele's. So we are going to start adding people to the panel. So we got 2 people. And like I said, a lot of people are busy. So I am grateful that they got here. So we already know who's in here. Here we go.
I don't like you.
I don't like you neither.
I never have liked you. I never will like you. And I hope you're ready to go ahead and lay on your back and look up at the ceiling and count the stars because you're losing everything. Everything. And it's all because of me.
I don't know.
Hi, Atlas.
I don't know.
You know what, Kev? It's your fault too. It's your fault too. Why are you so nice to Kev? Why he's sneaking in nameless assassins into your business and going ahead and having them in there? Why are you so nice to Kev?
Who said I was nice to him? I'm being professional at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Professional.
I'm being professional.
Professional. That's a new word for y'all. Professional. And look at it. Look. You got little cyber boy too. Hey, cyber boy. Little cyber boy. Little cyber boy that I didn't beat up. Look at it. Little cyber gamer boy. Look happy. Here we go. Arshawn with the madness again. Every time I come after this constant disrespect, this is why I'm getting ready to beat you up. This is why I'm beating you up Saturday. Because of the constant disrespect that I face since I've been in this company.
Sure. I mean, you talking about putting me on my back. I mean, like, I think Diddy is in trouble with that kind of stuff right now, but, you know, we're the wrestling. We're not here for all that.
And see, it's jokes like that. That's the main reason why the board is taking your company. It's jokes like that. It's lack of attention like that. It's because of unprofessionalism to that degree is why the board is all up in your business. So keep on cracking. Keep on cracking. I got it on good authority that you ain't wanted around here no more.
You said you know that I'm not wanted around here anymore?
I got it on good authority that somebody wants you gone. As a matter of fact, they want you going in the worst way, which is why you was in this match with me. What's the best way to go ahead and get rid of a roach? You find somebody to step on it. And I got a size 15 shoe ready to step all on you, you roach.
Oh, so you telling me you got lemon pepper steppers. Okay, cool. Yeah, you don't even have to tell me that somebody wants me gone. I know you're a little bit late to the party. I don't know if they got any food left or whatever like that, but, you know, this is wrestling. And, you know, somebody who has been in the business for 26 years, you already know that, you know, I'm sure people wanted you gone before for years.
No, but see, here's the thing. They may have wanted me gone, but they don't have the assets to get me gone. The thing about it is the people that want you gone got all the chess pieces in line, all lined up, and ready for you to be made it out Saturday because they getting you gone, and I'm going to go ahead and be the final one to go ahead and get the checkmate on the situation. So game, set, match. You lose. I win. You gone. I'm still here. No more disrespect.
Well, I will agree that the other people who have wanted you to be gone, they did not have the access to the resources to get you gone. So September 21st, when you won't answer that 10 counts, they will rejoice and they will be happy that Atlas is gone, that he don't want to wrestle anymore. He doesn't want to lace the boots up anymore. So it is what it is. I mean, I never thought that Atlas J. Horn would be a cheerleader for somebody else. You know, I'm
not a cheerleader. See, the thing about it is when I'm disrespected, when I'm put into a situation, a man of my caliber is not to be made a fool out of. And the sad fact is that since I've been in this company, since I've been with C3 Ultimate Wrestling, I have faced nothing but constant disrespect. I should have been handed when Juicy Amazing could not defend his title anymore. That title should have been handed to me. That title should have been gracefully given to me. But oh no, oh no, so you want to play games. You want to play games. You want to book me with Cyberboy over here or over there. Cyberboy over there, and he got his butt whooped. Oh, so what's he going to go ahead and do? He just don't want to go ahead and let things lie. Don't want to go ahead and let the food chain be what it is. So I get accosted. I get assaulted by Kenny Nine, and you see what happened then. I get rewarded because you guys don't know how to do business. You guys don't know how to conduct yourself as professionals. So what did I get? I have to show you. I have to instruct you on how the proper rules of professional wrestling. And since you were so eagerly ample and waiting to go ahead and show your wrestling prowess, to go ahead and be the man you claim that you are, to go ahead and wrestle Kenny Nine. I'm going to wrestle Kenny Nine, and I'm going to show him what I'm doing. I made you beat that boy senseless.
You know, a lot of people have been calling you old and senile, and I agree with them.
So do
And
I.
I'll tell you why. Because you talk about Just Amazing and, you know, him vacating the title. You know, as I remember, you had an opportunity to get into that battle royal and actually be the champ. But what happened
You
was
cost me that. You the reason why.
you put your hands on me. You put your hands on me, and I took care of it. Like I will take care of you September 21st.
And it's
Same
because
way.
of decisions like that why I told. I told then I told again, and I'm telling again.
So you hit somebody and put your hands behind your back entitled to it. Okay, I got you. You know, you've had tag title opportunity. You didn't want that. You just continue to complain. You have opportunities that other people don't even get, and you got it, and you decided that it wasn't good enough.
I get no, because I am the caliber of wrestler that has not been seen in C3 Ultimate Wrestling. I get pasted in positions where I have to teach the stupid young how to conduct themselves. So what did I get? I get lumped in with Mike Strong, who don't know how to listen. So after instructing him on the proper techniques of professional wrestling, after showing him how we conduct business, what does he do? He don't listen. So what do? I left him sitting there to get beat up and taken care of.
Not only that, you really don't even know how to referee a match for someone who talks about
Hey,
the
the winner got pinned. The winner got picked, right?
yeah,
The
but it
referee is
took you.
the final answer in the match, correct?
You didn't even pay attention to half the counts that went on in the match.
I paid attention to what mattered.
Man, he
The
just
board agreed. The board
all this
agreed.
complaining.
They were very satisfied with my position. Matter of fact, I received several phone calls and a trip to Memphis after my stellar performance as the referee in the last match. So
They must hate you. They can't drive they can't drive for their lives in Memphis.
Well, hold on. We're not gonna disrespect the people in Memphis because we probably got fans out there. So we not.
and this is why you've gotten beaten up twice, because you don't know the history of what a great wrestling town Memphis is.
Yeah.
You don't understand what history is all about, and that's
Come on,
because
man. I know the
you are an
history from
ignorant
Jerry to
reprobate.
Jerry. I literally know the history from Jerry Jarrett to Jerry Lawler. So you're
Right.
talking to a
So
student of the
if you
game.
knew the history, see, I can understand, because you're probably still recovering after, whatever mental conditions that, I gave you after the last show, because I actually did use you as a weapon. I couldn't touch Classic Alpha myself, but I could use your silly self as a weapon against him, which was actually kind of funny, but it's neither
This
here
because
nor there.
you're good at using people for sure. So yeah, sure. Give yourself a
Yeah,
pat
but
on the back.
what happens? What are you gonna do when you find out the board is just using you and then they dispose of you?
how do you know these things? You don't even know. I have a personal line in with the board. So how am I to be used when I have been getting nothing but the most stellar of respect, the respect that I should have been getting uh, uh, perched, placed upon me from day one. Now I'm getting that respect. So you're telling me that I should be wary of the board as well? No, I'm not a conspiracy theorist like either one of the two of you are. So
The funny thing about lines, Atlas, they can always be cut.
you should know a lot about cutting because I done beat you up twice. So why are you even speaking? Why are you even talking? You should be worried about. You've gotten beaten in every match you've been in since NBC3. So why are you continuously coming to me, disrespecting me? Haven't you gotten beat up enough?
I
Haven't
ain't
you?
disre-
What?
I didn't disrespect you at all.
You're
If you paid
talking to me.
attention.
You're talking to me. That there is enough disrespect. So if I notice you again during your match with who is this? Who is this Jamoke wrestling again? Who is he?
Johnny CK. It'll be Kenny
Johnny
Nine. It'll be Kenny Nine versus Johnny CK in Arcade
Arcade Anarchy. So while you're worrying about focusing in on the things that I've done to you this past year, why don't you take all that aggression? Why don't you take all that frustration and apply it to Johnny CK and maybe get a win? Why don't you go ahead and apply that instead of worrying about things? Because I told you before, your arms are too short to box with God. So you might as well just stick with the little mortals, play your little games, pass the sticks, and go play with Johnny CK. And hopefully, you can dig out a win.
Hey, be careful, Kenny, because don't disrespect him too much. He already in the car. He probably drove to a meeting from the board while we speaking.
Yeah.
However,
Probably
however,
asked
Kenny,
probably asked him what they want him to wear this Saturday.
Hey. You worry.
however, Kenny,
You should be
um,
very worried about what they tell me.
the unfortunate thing about that is Atlas does have a point, and I know, but it has been tough going in the ring for you. You my bro, my commentary partner. I'm rocking with you 100%, man. But
He's also the reason why you got beat up twice. Continue on.
don't let him gaslight you. But what do you think you need to do to kind of get on track, man? Because now this is something you were caught kind of in between these two, the same way I'm in between them now. Like you were kind of caught in their thing, So now it's kind of time for you to step outside of that. So what do you see for yourself now with this match?
Well, for starters, I just gotta take it to the board.
The board don't want nothing to do with you. I have it on good authority. They don't like you. They think your glasses look stupid, and they think you have limited intelligence. So they don't want to talk to you.
So it's all right. Let the man talk, Alex. So when you say take it to the board, what do
It's
you mean?
bad enough. It's already horrible that I gotta answer to someone who doesn't want to show their face. But at the end of the day, an opportunity is an opportunity. And I only hope that Johnny CK knows what he's getting himself into because the company, the game as a whole has changed.
There is, from what I've seen on the C3 page, because the board takes care of it. They're going to have a rep from the board there. So I'm gonna be the first one to talk to them and try to figure some stuff out and handle some business for sure. I know that Atlas is very happy and smiling about the situation. So yeah, I did see that little video, trying to talk about me and Kev, and despite the fact of how I feel about Kev or whatnot, um, they did say that they will let the presence be known this Saturday. So
And they also don't like the fact that you've been disrespecting me neither.
You just a cheerleader, bro. I'm surprised you
They
don't
don't
have.
like.
I'm
You know
surprised you
what? I
don't.
cheer for the. So the board is here for righteousness and to make sure that things are handled properly. And I'm all for things being handled right and handled properly and the righteousness of the business. So I'm all with it. Yes.
I just can't believe that this man, this guy who has struck fear in people's hearts, keeps going back to another organization to handle his business because he can't handle it himself. I'm just confused on that. Like, how incredible is that? How incredible are you? How are we supposed to all hail when you're all hailing another company? You're hailing a company before your own self.
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing about it. I am a
You're
businessman.
hailing
I've
you're hailing in
always been a
scientific
man.
notations because you're you got to go to somebody else to get some kind of power. What happened to the guy that I faced 10, 12 years ago? I don't see this person
I
anymore.
am that same person,
I don't
but
see
I am
it.
also the person that knows that you have to have business contacts. You have to have be able to network and do things in this business of professional wrestling to be successful. And in order to be ultimately successful, I have to have friends in high places and low places. And unfortunately for you, I have some good friends in high places that happen to be a part of the board. So just from my vast experience and knowledge and the respect that they have for me, they have taken notice of the disrespect that you have given me. They don't like it. I don't like it. And they said, you know what, Atlas? We're going to do something about it.
You're proving my point though. Now you have friends now. I didn't know you had friends. I had no idea you had friends. Are they
That's
incredible
because
like
you're a
you?
reprobated
Are they
Mhm.
Neophyte.
incredible? Are they incredible like you, sir? I
It's
didn't
like the
know.
Incredible Friends on Superbad. You got some super fun Incredible
Hey,
Friends.
hey, he didn't have friends 12 years ago. He didn't have friends 12 years ago. Now it's changed. So you
As
have
the
changed.
kids say, my ops be hating. So therefore, I have to go ahead and
Speak,
deal with my ops. So
speaking
I have to go ahead and deal with you.
speaking of friends in high places, I do want to introduce one half of the C3 Ultimate Wrestling Tag Team Champions at the top of the tag division, Jackson Larkin of the ARC. Welcome on, Mr. Larkin.
As always, it is a pleasure to be here. It is a pleasure to hold this championship. And I'm going to start off by saying I am going to be very peaceful today, or at least attempt to. Atlas, we keeping it cool today. I want to I want to talk about my match. I want to talk about everything that needs to be talked about without arguing with you for once.
As long as you don't spit on the microphone or spit on the camera, I ain't got nothing to say.
All right.
The board.
We heard I tried to make peace. That's one. You got two
I'm
more.
just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
All right, all right.
That's
Well,
good.
I guess we could definitely dive into the 6 person tag match.
Let's talk
We
about it.
got
You know what? Let's
we,
talk about it.
we got
Go
we
ahead.
got contention. Also, I just want to give it a quick rundown. We got contention chaos. We have the Queen of Mean, Renee Van Peebles, the C3 Ultimate Wrestling Women's Champion, and again the tag team of Miles Mercer and Jackson Larkin, the ARC, going against King JR Lindsay, Mike Strong, and Vega Venom, the winner of the match. If Lindsay Strong and Venom win the match, they get respective title shots against the champions. So, with that being said, the floor is yours, Mr. Larkin.
Well, let's address the first thing. Let's address one thing really quick. That I will never in my life refer to Lindsay as what he claims to be. When my tag team partner is the King, I refuse to call him that name that he wants us to call him. He's got to earn that, and he has not earned that at all. Miles Mercer has earned that title. That's why he walks around with a crown around his neck, and he's not just some little kid pretending to play king. So that's one. Number two, Mike Strong. I actually kind of feel bad for the guy. He stuck with the wannabe royalty and the girl with 1,000 faces, personalities, or whatever she wants to call herself. He must have really made the board very, very angry. So when it comes to Mike Strong, I just want to say nothing personal, my friend. It is just business. You are on the wrong side of history. It has nothing to do with you and everything to do with everything surrounding you. And Vega Venom, didn't Renee beat all 100 of her personalities already? Does she have 101 for Renee to beat up again? Like, what are we doing here? Just understand that I am the baddest man in the locker room. And you got some big goof calling himself royalty thinking that he's going to come for me. I personally don't like that, and I'm taking that personally. The fact that he even cut that promo was atrocious, and it was very, very laughable, as we showed you in our promo. We couldn't even find the words to dispute it. So, being the most dominant group in C3 Ultimate, I'm going to rest easy. This is going to be a cakewalk. I'm going to just do my usual warm-ups, my usual workouts, and you're just going to see us get another dub. I've been undefeated for the last 2 years. You think it starts with a newbie? You think it starts with a newcomer? Now, Mike Strong is in fact strong. I respect the guy. I'm going to be honest with you. I do get respect for him. But I refuse to take an L to anybody that's on the same side as Lindsay. He's coming in here hot thinking that he's the man already. I can't let that go. I worked too dang hard for some new kids to come in and take what's mine, especially right off the bat. You're going to have to kiss my boots. Figure it out. Go attack somebody else. Go for another title. This ain't the place he wants to be at. This ain't where he want to be. And I refuse. I refuse to have my shoulders on the mat that day.
Kev, you muted.
My bad. All right, that was nah. It's definitely
There
enough
we
said.
go.
I could respect that. Anybody else got any thoughts on the 6-man tag or the 6-person tag? Sorry
I
about that.
personally, I have I sat and watched J.R. Lindsay's little promo that he did, and after I recovered from my cramp that I had from laughing at it because the boy sounded like he had either a speech impediment or a learning uh, disability. Um, I found it very interesting that he claimed that he speared Vega Venom. Oh, he spared Renee Van Peebles once upon a time ago and found great pleasure in that. Um, but there's too many people walking around calling themselves the king, and it's kind of ridiculous. So I'm actually very curious to see how Miles Mercer responds from Jr. calling himself the king. And what was this thing he was doing with his chin? I don't know what this thing was. He was doing this thing, and I don't know if it was him trying to be tough or whatever. But he looked like he smelled something terrible, and it didn't go off as like he was tough. So you know,
It, it is a chilly day when me and that agree on anything. That was the funniest thing I ever seen in my life. I don't know who picked him. The board, was it you, Classic? Oh hell!
I,
It was funny. Like, I was
I,
honestly,
I
it's the funniest thing I ever heard
and
in my life. They said
and I
that
have
King
it
was the
straight
king.
from the board
I
that
was dying.
he
I'm
was
not gonna
not
lie.
he was
I
not
had,
picked by the board. This was another classic alpha decision. This is another one of his hand picked people coming in making a debut, and the board ain't happy about him either.
I didn't pick him. I'm not in charge of booking. It's the board. The only thing I did was try to make sure this show happened because I just wanted to give thanks to the sponsor. Like everything's on the board when it comes to all of this stuff happening. This was the board's decision for me and Atlas to have a last man standing match. So this is something that you guys could relate to the board. I know Atlas is not, but I'm just saying.
Was a reward.
I
It
just
was
need to know these decisions. These decisions are a little questionable. As you know, I'm not afraid of authority one bit. I'll tell them to their face, whoever they are. Midnight snack. Hey, put your real picture up. Put a picture of yourself up.
I'm telling. I'm telling.
Who you gonna tell?
Right.
I'm
It's the
telling.
commenters.
Just
Right.
saying.
Like
Call him right now. You so
they don't
connected.
have
Call
any
him right now.
bearing on the company.
Don't. Trust me. They are. Will see. They listening. They listening. I ain't got. I ain't got to do with that.
We on this again. It just
Oh
happened.
man.
Hey, listen. There you go. The Bureau
How
of
you was
Absolute Right
hijacked
Direction
alive? Like this is crazy.
here to go ahead and help you make sure that y'all understand that you've been doing things the wrong way, and they are here to help you get on the right track. The
But we didn't
board,
even
baby.
do nothing. It was the commenter.
The board, baby.
Nobody even did nothing.
It was the
Nobody,
commenter.
nobody did nothing, and
But
this the kind of stuff that happens.
to continue on with the tag match, considering that it is the board, because Classic is right. The booking duties is out of his hands now. He just wanted to make sure that this show got done, and thankfully the board was reasonable and gave us the okay to get this done. So, do you feel like that's a slight towards the ARC, kind of putting you all in this position because this is it's a 6-person tag. That's a lot of variables going on. You
No,
know what I
no, it's
mean?
not a slight towards the ARC one bit. One of our opponents has been defeated by Renee Van Peebles already. The other opponent thinks he's a king. He's about to walk into the biggest butt whooping of his career. And Mike Strong is just, unfortunately, a casualty of war. This is actually kind of a night off, if you ask me. I'm not one to get too cocky about anything. I take everything and everybody seriously. But after listening to Lindsey Jr. or whatever his new name is now speak, I've never felt more calm about a match in my ever. This is this. Well, I think honestly, I should be thanking the board. Like thank you for feeding us another dub. Thank you for feeding us. Yeah, that I was gonna say competition on accident. If anything, they're the ones that got the competition. Another night off, get to go home with the belt once again, and then we'll wait to see who really is going to challenge us for these titles. Pure and simple. Showing up to get a check. Thank you, board. Appreciate you.
All right. Well, like as always, I ask going forward. I know everybody goes into their matches expecting a victory. So considering that, going forward, what does a victory in this match mean to
In this particular match that we are speaking of, a victory in this match means very little. Very little, because we've been here before. We've been here before. Again, Mike Strong on the wrong side. Another
No, no,
rookie.
no. Here's a better question. What happens if J.R. McShin comes in and you lose? What happens if you lose to J.R. McShin coming in? He talked all that smoke. He didn't say everything. You got to build up a 2-year undefeated streak, even though I beat you up in my first match there. I mean, you got a 2-year undefeated streak. So what happens if J.R. McShin comes in and beats y'all? If he pins you, or if he pins Miles Mercer, what happens? What do you say then?
you? Yeah, or if Vega pins Renee, she's already got it. She does have a victory over her. Uh, the show before, she did earn the title with a victory. So there's that. There's 3 different ways that this could go. So that is a possibility.
I'm gonna tell you right now, when it comes to me, ain't nobody, ain't nothing putting my shoulders on that mat. I got way too much to worry about. I got way too much to care about. I got way too much to go for. I'm way too driven and way too hungry to get my shoulders put on that mat. Miles Mercer also will not let the same thing happen to him, especially against a man that is trying to steal his name and be a poor ripoff of him. And when it comes to Renee Van Peebles, I guarantee you she will never make the same mistake twice. There ain't no way. We are the most dominant group in C3 Ultimate for a reason. We do not make the same mistake twice. We do not go down easy. and it'll be a hell of a time for them to even think about putting our shoulders to the mat because ain't none of us tapping out. So that's the last thing that I'm worried about. Once again, I have always, no matter how you felt about me, no matter what you said about me, I have always been a man that has gone in prepared, ready for competition, ready for war, and I've always been ready to take people's heads off. Atlas, you should know that the best because you already lost to me. And with that
I
being said,
I didn't
this has
lose.
there
I
has
didn't
never been
lose.
a time where I've been more at ease. We learn from our mistakes. We grow, we do better, we remain champions as we always do. So me getting pinned is a non-factor. That's something none of us have to worry about. We go to sleep at night knowing what happens. Birds tweet, grass is green, the sky is blue. Larkin doesn't get pinned. All the same.
All right.
But what happens? What happens if he does it? Like let's say for instance, a leprechaun shows up and he goes, "Hi, how you doing? I'm going to hit you with my magic shillelagh," and then all of a sudden you're pinned to the ground, and now you've lost your first match in C3. So what happens then?
What do you know? That is very specific.
I'm just saying.
What do you know?
I
I'm just
mean,
saying. I'm just saying. I know things. I hear
Would you
things.
put it? Would you put it past me to punt a leprechaun?
I'm just saying.
Because I
I'm
do it
saying.
badly.
Leprechauns got magic. Kev knew all about the nameless guy and his quest to be a massage therapist, but he didn't want to tell nobody to the last show.
But that was
But
you who said that.
That was you that leaked that information as a customer.
I'm just saying. But Kev knew because he had the man's massage amulet and didn't want to give it back to him. So he's been going around harassing people. But Kev knew it.
I'm not losing to no fake king. I'm not losing to no girl with 1,000 faces. I'm not losing to a 5'7" man that thinks he's super, super strong. I'm not losing to a leprechaun, an atlas, or nothing. Clarity.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Stranger things have happened. I'm just saying. You know, could be. Y'all say y'all the most dominant group, and I ran the whole group off my first show. But that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying. Things that I hear. Things that I experience. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to help you out.
Did you win against the ARC ever?
See, I didn't have to win.
Yes or no? It's a yes or no question.
The
Have you
thing
ever
about it
beaten any
is, I
member of
didn't
the
win
ARC?
because all y'all ran. Like all I did was just like raise my voice,
Wait, did
and
we
y'all
win or
ran
did
like
we
I had the
leave the
belt.
match after I won the match?
I'm sure you probably wouldn't recognize because I like kicked you in your head twice during that match. So I completely forgive it if you don't remember what happened because you was on your butt and on your back most of the match, and then kind of crawled in after I went ahead and beat up
Your vocabulary
Mike
is always
Valentine.
sus,
But
bro.
once again, that's neither here nor there. We going back to the fact that this coming Saturday, and that was the start of all this disrespect that has led us to this point where Classic Alpha. I mean, what happens? What are you gonna do? I mean, do you have your insurance paid up, Chris? I mean, is it? I mean, do you really think that you are going to be all right after this? I asked a question during my promo. Was it arrogance? Was it bravery or stupidity that causes the man to do silly things? And I still haven't gotten an answer. So which one is it, Chris? Was it arrogance, bravery, or stupidity that caused you to get yourself in this situation? And now you have your back against the wall, losing everything, don't have anything, and now you got to wrestle me. So which one was it? Was it bravery, arrogance, or stupidity?
you muted. You cooking on mute?
I guess it was stupidity.
Just a little technical difference.
Just,
That's
just,
all.
just, just a little bit.
Some things be out of man control. You know what I'm saying? He, you know.
You know.
Nah, we don't have no audio from you, brother. You cooking? You might have
See,
to
the board don't like you.
back
They
out and back in.
they
Yeah,
they
it's all
answer
right.
the question.
We good.
Are we
All
good?
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it.
Nah, it's actually unfinished business. That's what that is. So even in my promo, right? I said September 21st, enter the limelight for me, enter the ICU for you. Hopefully your little friends that you was talking about that you've accumulated between the last 12 years of your wrestling career come see you. Maybe that leprechaun that you was just telling Larkin about to come see you. Maybe you can catch his lucky charms, follow the rainbow, get the marshmallows or something like that. Because it's not even a match. It's a fight. No headlocks, no suplexes, no body slams. Like this is a fight. It's a fight.
And you're
You have
excited about that. Given my reputation, given everybody that I've hurt and put up on the shelf in 26 years of professional wrestling, you say that you're walking into a fight with me and you're being positive about it.
Can I ask a
So once
question?
again,
correct.
it's stupidity.
Correct. Who
Wait. Can
go
I
ahead.
ask a question? This is towards Atlas. Atlas, I know that you were talking about your 26 years of dominance, but over the last couple of months, you've kind of been like a snitch that relies on other people. And what do you do when you can't counter the old Atlas in this match? What do you do when the snitch on camera comes into the ring versus the dominant man that was a force to be reckoned with? Who comes to the ring? Is it the snitch that can't fight but only uses his words as weapons, or is it the
See, the
dominant
thing about it
Atlas
is,
that comes
I am a man
and
of dual
actually
purpose.
wins the match? And like, which one do we get? Because I personally would like to see a fight for once. And usually, like when I think of like snitches, I don't see many hands. I usually see
Firstly,
tattletales. I think like Randall from Recess or things of that nature. And I just want you to go into this knowing that this is a fight. And I don't want you to bring the snitch version.
I've been burdened with glorious purpose. And this glorious purpose has been to teach you reprobates and ignorant individuals the finer points of professional wrestling. Now, I will agree things have not been going as astutely as they should have been these last few months or this last year since I've been in C3 Ultimate Wrestling. But that is once again the reason why I had to go and visit the board, because they have not been because of anything that I haven't done or things, the steps that I've missed. Is because of blanket disrespect, idiotic matches that have been not worth my time, have not been worth the energy set forth, and everything that I've said that I have would do in every single match I have done. Everything. I've never promised anyone that I was going to go in and destroy. But when I tell you that I'm going to win, I win. I told you that I was going to beat Kenny Nine by referee stoppage. What happened? I beat Kenny Nine with an advantage of his life and the referee stopped the match. I told you that I would show you the greater points of professional wrestling. What happened? This last show, I was the referee, and not only was I the best referee that C3 Ultimate Wrestling has ever had,
That
I
wasn't matching, by the way. That wasn't matching. Had burgundy pants with purple, but okay.
don't have to
Thought
wear.
it was.
Firstly,
I thought it was Easter Sunday or
Yeah,
something. You like a
I
giant
was.
egg. You purple at the top, burgundy at the bottom. Happy Easter for everybody. Easter was already celebrated earlier this year, but go ahead, go ahead.
firstly, the board
The official
appreciated
Easter
my
egg. I
fashion
got you.
sense.
It was
They
a look.
appreciated the fact that I chose to differentiate myself. You had a guy who dressed up as a Power Ranger before as your referee. So
Hey,
you
he
can't.
matched though. Hey, to be fair, he matched. Go ahead on polyester player though. Go ahead.
You got to coordinate.
Go ahead.
They
Go ahead.
told
He
me,
coordinated though.
firstly, I was told to dress very comfortably because uh, the chore that was ahead of me that night would be complex and very trying and very uh, hard. It would be a hard fought battle, so I had to dress appropriately. So I wore the most comfortable clothing I possibly could to referee a match. But I did what I was supposed to do. I went ahead and make sure that there was a winner and there was a loser, and Kenny Nine was the loser as he normally is. But you feeling real geeked up because You had to go. You weren't just trying to go ahead and just pin him. You pinning him was too easy.
Can I ask a question? Did the board pick out your referee outfit? Because if they did, they ain't your friends, bro. Like you think they are. You should
Well,
actually be
yeah.
dropping there and say you trying to make a fashion statement this Saturday because you was the incredible edible Easter egg July 6th, bro.
Well,
Like I didn't go
that may
straight
be
to the
all
point
good.
with
That may
wrestling
be
because I
all
was
well and
distracted.
good.
I was distracted, bro. I just didn't know what was going on with the patterns that you brought to the ring, bro.
Oh, you were
Referees
distracted.
usually wear black and
Is
white.
that
You
why?
had purple,
Is that why I had to
silver,
keep telling
black,
you to keep
burgundy.
pounding his head in? The one that's not showing his face. Is that why I had to keep telling you to pound his head in until I got ready to count three?
I'd be
You
mad
notice
too
that
if I
I didn't
wasn't
make a
matching.
pinfall.
Hilariously,
I'd be
my
mad
face
too if I
actually
wasn't
is
matching.
shown.
I'd be upset. Oh man, I got the wrong pair of pants. I'm gonna take it out on somebody.
I mean, okay,
That's all well and
questionable.
good. You know, that's great that you find it interesting to make commentary about my clothing and everything else. But I see as though that in that match, you weren't all that smiling and happy as I continuously tell you that that wasn't enough to make you beat up your own friend. And your
I was
own
upset.
friend seemed happy enough. He punched up drunk enough to where he just sitting up there, oh, now I want to fight Johnny CK and I got a nameless boss to remember. When I've been moving y'all silly asses like chess pieces the entire time.
No, I wasn't. I give
And
you
I'll
that. I
continue
wasn't
to do it.
happy. I wasn't happy that I had to face Kenny Nine, but we wrestlers. We knew what we signed up for. We handled it like men. We didn't go to the board because something didn't go our way, beg and plead for either an opportunity or for something to change. You, on the
No,
other hand,
I went to the board because I was accosted. I went to the board because I was assaulted. I went to the board because I had been disrespected. A man of my quality, my credentials, is not to be made a fool out of, and they agreed.
don't
So
forget about your lack of accountability because I remember when we and you faced each other, you put your hands on Kenny Nine first.
I don't
Now,
remember
I
that.
think that's, but
I'm not
now,
happy with how he did it, but you did put your hands on him first.
I don't
now,
remember that.
I do want to say this though, Atlas, as you know, just and as the observer. Um, Granted, I've always said you've been a man of your word. The things you have said that you were going to do every time, about 93% of the time, you've done it.
What have I not said? What have I not come on here and told you that I was going to do that I did
Here's
not do?
here's one thing that I will say, and I'm always fair. I try to be as much as the belief from certain actions of mine. We'll clear that up later. Um, Going to the board, man, is something that you've that goes against a lot of what I've heard you say. You've always kind of portrayed yourself as somebody who didn't need anybody. Hence why I know they listening, but
See,
I'm the
here's the thing
voice.
about it.
I'm
Here's
the
the thing
voice of
about it.
C3. Hold on, Alice, because I kind of want to point it out to you.
See.
You know, you walked out on Mike Strong. You know, it's been a lot about you, and a lot of focus been on you. But going to the board and using them as leverage does give a sign that, I mean, are you worried about having to handle it on your own? Because to be fair, even though Larkin has been undefeated for 2 years, I can't remember the last time I seen Alpha lose either. And he's been on quite a roll. And I don't want to see it's honestly, I don't want to see you take him lightly because I think that there's a disconnect on the person that you're gonna be fighting with. Like that's what Larkin said. I think that you don't understand it's gonna be a fight because the board can't really help you once that bell ring. They kind of put you in this situation. Now, I know you said you asked for it, but are you absolutely sure you know what you asked for?
Are you guys? If there's one thing you must know about He Who's Incredible is that there's always a plan. I've said it time and time again. I do not walk into situations blindly. I do not walk into any situation without weighing out every single variable there is to be had before I enter myself into that endeavor. With that being said,
You got friends. His little friends.
with that being said, I can say that Jackson Larkin has had C. Red, he's had Miles Mercer, he's had Renee Van Peebles, he's had the entire ARC back in his every single play since he's been here.
I'm gonna stop you really
So
quick. I'm gonna stop you
Fair.
he
really
ain't
quick.
been necessarily been
I'm
by
gonna
himself
stop
in
you
every
really
single thing
quick.
that he's done. No,
Let
no,
me
no. I let
remind
you
you.
speak. I let
Let,
y'all talk.
Let,
I let me
let
talk.
me remind you.
let him cook. Let him cook, Larkin. Let him cook.
You
Let
had
we
you
we
had
get to it.
your
We'll
entire
let you rebut.
you had your whole gang banging partners with you, doing everything with since day one. Okay, fine. Now Red's gone. It kind of went the other way. Miles ain't the champion no more. Uh, you guys got the tag belts, but that's neither here nor there. Congratulations, you got your due. You didn't do it all on your own. Um, Classic Alpha. He has walked around this company as the owner and has booked himself with the most cushiest of cush matches that you have ever seen in your life. Which is
Joseph
why
Ira
the board
Credit is a cushy person. Joseph
Hold
Ira
on,
Credit.
hold on. Let him finish. Let him
Joseph
finish.
R. Credit,
I'm just saying.
hey,
I'm just
hey,
saying.
hey,
Like, come on now.
Joseph
Come
R.
on,
Credit
man.
also had two partners back out on him, which is why when he won the tag team titles, he couldn't keep them because he couldn't keep a partner. So
That is fair.
That don't make
Fair
him a
enough.
cushy person, though. But okay.
that don't make him the most reliable person either. That don't make him a person that looks like he's going to be uh, someone that should easily be handled. I mean, he could. I mean, you beat him in a singles match. What he do? Who else is he beating singly? Ever since I've been in this company, you booked me. First match I had. Oh, you put me in a three-way dance with uh, Mike Valentine and Jackson Larkin. I beat them both up. Let Jackson have the pinfall. Why? Because Mike Valentine decided he wanted to get on this very podcast, run his mouth, and write a check that his ass couldn't cash. So the winning no longer became an issue for me. It was making a statement. So what did I do? I made a statement, let them agree spot on the mat, and I walked out. You booked me in a match, a tag match. I told you before, I am not a tag team wrestler. I do not appreciate being roped up with a tag team partner, let alone a tag team partner the degree of a Mike Strong. The boy don't listen. He didn't listen in, and I left him there. Told you I was gonna make it interesting. Didn't guarantee a win. Did everything that I told you I was gonna do.
Mind y'all, this dude is about to be in the business close to 30 years, and he has thrown the most hissy fits I have seen. This is a dude that people fear, right? People fear him. He's throwing hissy fits. He's tattletelling. He found a new word called accosted and used it too many times already. See, I want to say this because a lot of people be like, Alpha, you're crazy to go against this guy. You are crazy to continue to face this guy.
And they would
But
be right.
That
I
is
want to
true
say,
too.
but the question is, who who has ever broken Atlas J Horn?
It ain't happening.
Years ago, he had no friends. Now he has friends.
Yeah.
Now he can go to somebody that took over the company and ask them for something. Now he has a new word called Acosta that he keeps using back and forth. Very demure, very himself. How many people on this planet? Atlas has faced countless people, broken countless people, and I'm still here, right? How many people have made Atlas be
Momentary.
like, you know what? I need some friends. It's time for tea party. Let's have a tea party. It's tea time. Let me tell you guys what's going on because I'm a victim and I don't want to accept accountability for my own actions. Atlas J. Horn. the incredible Lipton tea sipper. That's all he's been doing. Just dropping tea to the board. I will break Atlas J. Horn this Saturday. He's already cracked. The incredible edible egg is here, guys. This dude ain't never had no friends. Now he got friends.
Excuse me, I've
I got you.
always had friends. I've
All right,
always had friends.
hold on.
They have not. I've never. Excuse me, I've never walked around with a little parade sign and said, "Look at my friend. Look at my buddy. This is my buddy Todd."
How
I've
much
never
you pay
been that
her?
type of person. Okay, people always want to know me. I'm not the type of person to say I know someone else. People want to know
That's
me.
not PG, King. I don't think that's PG. But Larkin, you definitely wanted to hop in. I wanted to get you in. He did make a claim about you having a lot of backup and people on your side and stuff like that. So how do you want to respond to that?
Well, if you've really been keeping up with my track record, number one, the ARC recruited me. I didn't go to them. They came to me. And the night I debuted, what happened? Miles Mercer became the C302 champion because of my help. Now, I'm not here to say that I don't have a support system, but I will say if you keep up with my track record, my 2-year streak started when C-Red left. The moment C-Red left, I started dominating because I had time to worry about myself, to take care of myself. And that's when I started racking up the wins, which includes one over you, which I didn't have to do a thing for. I didn't have to cheat for that. So while you're over there running your guns about me and my track record, you need to understand this. There's never been a point in time where I've been out-muscled, outdone, or outclassed by anybody. I always come out on top. C-Red left, I started being successful. Renee is still the champion. Miles Mercer and I got the tag team titles. Like, what are you saying right now? There's never, ever been a time where you question anything that I do on my own.
I'm just saying,
What,
Jr.
what you saying? What did you say? Also, I'm not done.
Go ahead, sir.
I
Go ahead.
wasn't brought in to be a tag guy. Not once were they talking about putting me as a tag team. We were individuals with a common goal, but I'm still the tag team champion. And you're over there 28, 30, 42 years talking about I don't play well with others, and you can't even get a simple tag match done. You're supposed to be my vet. You're just trash. Figure it out like I did.
I told you.
I don't care what you told me. You're not going to speak on me and speak down on me like I ain't been out here doing what I got to do for myself. The moment
I'm with
Red
that.
left, Larkin focused on himself, became the Stampede, and has been undefeated for 2 years. Watch your mouth when you talk about it.
Jackson Larkin has been defeated for 2 years only because I haven't been here for 2 years. And you're still undefeated because I handed you a victory in the first match that I was in.
Now,
so stop talking that high spicy.
I do
and kicked you in the face twice. So please.
Now Atlas, but Atlas, to your point, and shout out to C Red in the chat. I know saying keeping his names in the mouth.
That's my guy.
And it might be the red hat.
Disrespect me in my singles run, dog.
It might be the red hat. It might be the red hat I got on right now, but I gotta vouch for Larkin and kind of turn it back on you because you said that he's accomplished what he's accomplished due to his association with ARC and him having friends. But one thing about that is that he's never hidden that fact either. That's never been a thing that like he's on a t-shirt with a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? He's in a group. They understand that they have each other's back. The odd thing about your situation is that, like he said, so many years in the business, you've claimed you've never needed somebody, but now you're using phrases like friends in high places. Like
just
that's
because I don't show my cards don't necessarily means that I don't have the cards. Just because I don't let you know what I'm holding don't necessarily mean that I don't have a royal flush. Just because I don't go around touting off who I know and spitting names and spitting all these different things of the different people that I know.
So what you're saying is that you've had friends, but they haven't been good to you because you've only won like
Called the
once.
board, got in contact with the board, and I told. And what happened? I got results.
Told you. It's a broken man right here. It's a
Not
broken
broken.
man.
Smart man. A
You
smart
see,
man.
you
A
y'all,
smart man is a man that
y'all
knows how
see,
to
hold on.
use
Y'all see where he
all the
at?
tools
He's outside. He
necessary.
ain't been outside in a long time. Look at him. Oh man.
The only thing
Oh
I
man.
can agree
Unlike
with,
you people, I can actually go out into the great outdoors and enjoy the great outdoors without hearing gunshots, without seeing crime, without seeing horrific things. I live in a very nice neighborhood. I live where people have money and people have goals and aspirations and dreams. Excuse me
But you
if you
literally
live
was
in the
just in
hood with the
Memphis.
rest of the turds.
Congratulations, Uncle Elroy, from next Friday. Soon as I got my check, I was gone. Congratulations. I'm glad. I'm happy for
House
you.
paid for.
Those board
Only
checks
house
must
on the
be
block.
very nice for you to get where you at. So congratulations, Uncle Elroy. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Good job for you, sir.
All right, but I do gotta kind of turn it over to you, Alpha, because like I said, you have been on a run, and I will acknowledge that. Like it is, like I said, for the credit we giving to Larkin, I honestly can't remember the last L I've seen you take. You've been victorious in quite a few of the last matches. Um, and we all kind of acknowledge the fact that it's sus activity on the side of Atlas. I will say so myself. It's super sus.
For
You know,
sure.
it's just a lot of sus activity going on around C3 altogether. I'll admit that, but
For sure.
that man does possess things that make him incredible.
Sure.
And like I said, for the most part, he's done the thing he said he was going to do in the ring.
Yeah.
Now, he said he's going to do some really bad things to you, bro. Like I said, I know we ain't seeing eye to eye, but at the same time, I don't want to see you get hurt, man. And you know, incredible is also really unpredictable right now. So like how prepared are you? Like are you sure you prepared going into this match too? Because I know we're saying there's gonna be a fight, but I think it's gonna be a lot more than that. Like Harold's private venue probably gonna need to move some stuff around, make sure it don't get broke. Because this is the first ever the man who stood last match. This is the first ever last man standing match in C3 Ultimate Wrestling, and history is going to be made. But this needs to end. So I know that's a lot to unpack. Just like, are you sure this is what you ready to do?
Of course. This is what has to happen. This is what happens when you let somebody take something away from you. They have it for so long, and then they're comfortable with talking to you a certain way. You get what I'm saying? He had his match with Kenny Nine. He beat Kenny Nine, and then he grabbed the mic and he disrespected not only me but you. And then he said he can beat me again. So everything that is coming Atlas J Horn's way, he's done it. He may not remember, just like when he attacked Kenny Nine, or just like when he was upset and left Mike Strong hanging, which Mike Strong almost won the belts by himself, but still,
True.
he forgets what he wants to forget. So all of this is his wrongdoing. This is, what is the ARC action reaction consequences? He reaches his consequences September 21st. It's classic Alpha. And sure, he may take me lightly, and he'll suffer some harsh consequences away from that. Across the street from Harold's private venue is a hospital. So he's going to walk into the venue, but going to be carted across the street.
I'm gonna beat you up, Chris. You
Sure,
talking all this light,
sure,
fluffy stuff. I'm gonna beat
sure.
you up, Chris. I'm
Like
gonna hurt you.
literally, I won. Literally, I already won the match. It's basically a last man standing match. Now you may identify as one, but I already won. You're going to identify as hurt and injured September 21st. You don't understand that I here to save professional wrestling, but this isn't a professional wrestling match that's going to happen this Saturday. This is what I'm saying. I'm just trying to say, like, okay, yeah, sure, I smile a lot, I'm always happy and things like that, but I need to make a statement. What's the song? Sometimes I gotta pop out and show somebody. I'm not gonna say the real thing, and this is exactly what I'm gonna have to do this weekend. Straight up.
I've told people before. I've said it before, and I've said it again.
He's sweating,
Your
man. He's
arms,
sweating. Like, come on, man.
your
Alex
arms
ain't never looked like this before.
are
He
too
ain't
short
never looked like this before. Like,
to
look
box
at
this
him.
guy.
Look at him.
Yes.
Gray hairs, got friends, got leprechauns. You ain't never seen Atlas J. I'm already in his head, just like he was in mine. I'm in his head right now.
You
He
think
has
you
friends,
think
y'all. He
that
has friends.
most people have the tendency that to speak about words and have this false sense of bravado, like they walk with the gods, or they can walk on water, or they can swallow live flames. Chris, classic alpha, has been a man that has been living on borrowed time. He lived on borrowed 10 years ago. I beat the man to such a degree that I left him laying in a puddle, similar to the way that I've left pretty much everybody else laying in a puddle in the middle of the ring 10 years ago. He's not been able to forget that. He's not been able to live that down. He's traveled around the area. He's traveled around the professional wrestling world, trying to gain up the credentials, trying to gain up the XP, trying to gain up the wherewithal to challenge me once again. He could have been a smart man and just let things lie, because I told you before, I beat up Kenny Nine that night. I beat up you 10 years ago, and I can do it again. And had I not had Kenny Nine accost me during our initial match for C3, you would have seen it then. But because I work around a bunch of thieves and criminals and lower life forms, I was accosted, and you found it funny. All of you found it funny that I was assaulted by Kenny Nine. You laughed and you joked and you thought it was hilarious. You found it hilarious that Kenny Nine would take a mallet
It was.
and hit me with a mallet.
It was kind of
What
funny.
happened then? Was it so funny what I did afterwards? Was it so funny that not only that I have to go and tell the board of what happened, that I was assaulted, that I was accosted? Was it funny that not only you thought it was funny that they you're excited about being a referee? I told you it was a plan then. You didn't think that a referee could have much sway in a professional wrestling match. And I showed you then, didn't I? I showed you then what happens when you count me out. I showed you then what happens when you laugh at me. I showed you then what happens when you take plans and make plans that don't include yours truly. And it's coming Saturday. Once again, you may go ahead and say this is the smallest violin, but it's playing for you, Chris. It's playing the song that you're going to be remembering when you're in the hospital. As Shay is going ahead and saying, "Oh Lord, please don't let him go, Lord." As your little baby is sitting there crying once again as I drop you and leave you laying. Sitting there in a bottle of your own slobber and filth.
Hey, yo.
As the Lord raises mine. Tell me what a good job I have done.
Bro, I'm telling you.
He said, "Shay, you brought the girl up."
Oh, yo.
This
Hey,
coming
hey,
Saturday,
hey,
as once again, I
hey.
do what I said I was going to do. Did you find it funny when I sit there and banged your head against a chair and your little baby girl was crying there? Oh, daddy. Oh, daddy.
Now your
Oh, my
kids?
daddy. How you
No,
going to
sir.
explain to him then? As you sit up there worrying about, when you sit up there laying, I can't breathe. When your little baby girl is sitting there wondering, oh, why my
And you
daddy can't
brought the
wrestle
kids
no
into
more?
it.
Why
I'd
that
reach through
big
the
Big
screen by
mistake.
old
now.
man beat him up?
Wow.
I'd reach through the screen by now.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what's going to
This
happen.
is see, look.
Explain it to your kids.
Look, this old tactics. Like that used to work on me. You know, my baby did cry when you slammed my head against the chair by her. But she was happy when I kicked your head in to win the match.
No, she was
See,
happy when you took advantage of the assault that was already transpired against me with a mallet. Had
let
I
me
not
guess,
been
because you
smacked,
was accosted. You was accosted, right? Yeah,
had
sure.
I not been assaulted by a weapon, see, if we were on the street, y'all could have got arrested for that. That is what they call aggravated assault. Assault with a deadly weapon. You hit a man with a mallet. You hit a normal man with a mallet. They don't get up. You hit a normal man upside his head with a mallet. He don't get up. But it just gave you a quick 3 count. That's all it did. It gave you a quick 3 count and saw me that I'm playing with another bunch of rules. So this coming Saturday, you're going to see the rules that I have established with the board's permission, and then we'll see how funny it is afterwards. The next time we come on here, and you're trying to explain to Kev, and you're trying to explain to Larkin, and you're trying to explain to Kenny Nine, or whoever else decides they want to show up, what happens then, and why I'm not funny anymore then.
Okay, okay. All right.
Saturday cannot come quick
Oof.
enough. I'm just saying. I'm just saying his friends just gonna take him to that hospital across the street from the venue.
I,
Like he
Or
ain't
they're going
gotta
to
be
take me
Probably
out to
Uber.
leave them
dinner
there.
at Ruth Chris and give me
I mean,
the great
you gonna be drinking your
reward
food
that I
through a
deserve
straw,
once
but
I
sure,
take
I
you
don't
out.
think Ruth Chris makes steak shakes. So you're gonna be eating through a straw. So maybe you can call him and ask. It's
Okay,
gonna,
so I'm gonna give this little word of warning to you guys. This will be Classic Alpha's last show for a while, and I will strongly advise you to get in line, mind yourself, and mind the new pecking order, because the words that you speak now will be remembered when you don't have Classic Alpha around to go ahead and cry to. Just saying. Just saying. Remember it
this is
now.
not going to be okay.
Respect the pecking
I'm
order now, because it changes this
It's
coming
not going to be
Saturday,
okay.
I'm just
and
saying,
you ain't gonna be around.
did you get your custom made board cheerleader outfit for this Saturday? Are you ready? You gonna do a cheer? ATLAS.
I'm
You
just
very
saying.
stressed, Atlas.
I'm
Like what
just
was
saying.
going on, sir?
I'm just saying. You,
All, all
already
right.
showed you. They've already showed
like
you,
like
and already
like
promised you, and already
you
told you. I
I
know.
don't
left the
even. This
board
is
in
too
my
much to
in
even
you be
control, y'all.
I've
I'm
been
just
privy
saying
to the conversations. I know for a fact that they ain't happy
you
about you.
you
I
you
know
left the
more about
board
what
and
they
you're gonna
want to
be
do
felt
with you
like you
than
got
you
hit
do.
with one this Saturday, bro. It's
Does he know
okay.
these things?
It's funny how
I'm
life
just
works.
saying, I
It's
know
funny how
about
life
more
works.
about what they want to do than you do, and you got the nerve to go ahead and speak ill towards me. You wonder
You
why
might
they
have
didn't tell you it was the last man standing match and told me? Because they don't like you. You know why they put you in a last man standing match against me? Because they want you hurt. They want you gone. They want you eliminated. So what am I going to do? I'm going to give them exactly what they want. I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to leave you laying, and I'm going to get or go on to my just deserves rewards with no more disrespect. Plain and simple. Plain and simple.
so I got a
All
question.
right, y'all.
No, hold on. I got a question
All right,
before we
y'all.
move on to the other
Go
match.
ahead.
I got a question. So is your leprechaun gonna be under the ring? So like let me know. So
Maybe, maybe. He
your
may be
friends and
underneath
stuff.
there holding the mallet.
Will the Mad Hatter be there? Will Jack Skellington be there? Like what's
Could be. Could
what's
be.
going on? What's going on? I'm
Could
just
be
saying.
somebody you're gonna need to
Yeah,
count on somebody
y'all
with
gonna see
some type of
Atlas like y'all never seen him before, and it's not in a good way.
yes, yes. You will
All
see
right,
me.
all right. Guys, Larkin, anything you want to say about this match? Because I'm I'm gonna be honest. I think whatever happens here is probably gonna kind of affect everything, everything going forward. Because I don't know how the I don't know how C3 is gonna be after whatever happens with these two. This is gonna be ugly. So what's your thought about this before we move on and we go to Kenny Nine, and I guess we'll definitely check out the other matches.
Couple things I want to say. Number one, there was a point in time where I would have wished that these two gentlemen just ripped each other apart. That said, sometimes you have to think logically, use your brain a little bit, not jump to conclusions. And all I'm going to say about this is there's nothing more that I hate more in this life than a snitch. So, that being said, you know how I feel about whatever. No names were said. If you get offended, who cares? You ain't going to do nothing to me anyway.
I'm
So, I'll
snitches.
tell them too. Hey, call them right now. I'll tell them myself. As far as this match goes, they can beat each other down for all I care. If it affects anything that has to do with me, then we got to talk about it. But at the end of the day, snitches should get stitches. They should get what they deserve. And I hope at the end of the day, snitches get silenced. But really quick, back to my match because I'll be making an exit very soon. Everyone should come out to C3 Ultimate, Dyer, Indiana. Watch the most dominant group in all of C3 Ultimate take on whatever that is on the right side of the poster. And come join us at our new venue over in Dyer, Indiana, and watch the ARC do what they do best, and that is dominate each and everybody that they put directly in front of us. Once again, we will be holding these titles for a very, very long time, and my quest to get all the gold will continue. Thank you all for your time. You're welcome for my presence. Goodbye and good night. Classic, do what you got to do. He talked about your kids and they cried. Make it happen.
Gotcha.
Atlas, just figure out your life, dog. It's honestly kind of sad. It's actually sad. I actually didn't even want to insult you today because you're just at a sad. Do better. Be better. Kenny, I don't care anything about you, so yeah, whatever. All right. Love
Hey,
you all.
man. Well, I'm gonna put it
All
this
right,
way.
sir.
I'm gonna put it this way. As the guy who has the first C3 Ultimate Wrestling license T-shirt, you might want to be a quick friend of mine. Now,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
as everyone probably saw on my social media, I posted 10 people and within my friends list buy tickets. I will drop the very first C3 Ultimate Wrestling exclusive T-shirt design that is sponsored by a talent on the roster. And as I say, I'm an artist and a businessman, but most of all, I'm a gamer. So, game on, Johnny CK.
Mm, mm.
All right. All right. Now, I do wanna get your opinion because, like I said, you're my commentary partner, and you have been in the middle of this situation between Atlas and Classic, and I just want to hear from you. What's kind of your thoughts on all this before we move on to the next match? I've been interested to hear what you think about this.
Honestly, I've been in the ring with both men, and I can tell you, Classic Alpha is more powerful. And hilariously, I feel sorry for the referee who's in this match.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get the best shots I can, but I'm staying away as far as I can. So, all right. Well, I know we got a couple more matches to cover. If the gentleman could be civil enough to get through the coverage of the. I'm assuming that face that's below me is definitely not gonna be civil. but we'll try to move forward anyway. Classic, you want to bring up? I think yeah, the next match we would go to. So this is a next level match. Two gentlemen looking to get on the winning ways here at C3 Ultimate Wrestling. We got the Windy City Devil, Rockin' Rivera, going against the Odyssey, JPH. We'll start with Kenny Nine. Kenny, what you think about this matchup?
Honestly, Devil's been struggling lately. He came close in the triple threat at the last show, but came up short. And Odyssey seemed like the biggest threat to D'Angelo Steele's reign in that singles match. Now, to put the one who was closest to dethroning Steele by himself against someone who struggled in a three-way, I give it to I gotta give it to Odyssey himself.
Okay, all right. Classic. What you think about this one?
I think both guys are talented. Here we go. I'll speak through it
They don't like
anyway.
you, and they don't like these guys.
Eh, anyway, I think both of these guys are very talented. Rocco Rivera, he debuted with the title match, so
Yeah.
that says how talented he is as a competitor. And he did take the pin. He was pinned. Um, JPH, he went against the one they call Nameless. With everything that's going on with that. Um, Nameless pinned him convincingly. Now, JPH was the first C3 Ultimate Wrestling Tag Team Champion with his partner, who is the current C3 Ultimate Wrestling Champion, D'Angelo Steele, as legit. They made history as a tag team and things like that. But ever since it went to solo careers, Steele has went up, and unfortunately, JPH has went down. And Steele actually defeated JPH twice. One when they were the champs together, and then one when he was the C3 champ still. So I think that if JPH doesn't pull off the win, I do feel like this is something that he may take a break and have to reflect on. But knowing him more than I know Rockin' Rivera, I'm going to give it to JPH.
All right, and Atlas.
Seeing as how JPH was enthralled in a tag team with D'Angelo Steele, I still don't know how that happened. They He went from one man holding a belt. Did when they held the tag titles, did he give one of them tag titles a female's name? I'm still
To
saying
me,
that
No,
y'all gonna have to
I
disinfect that title once you get it back. Once you get it back, that title will need to be
yeah.
disinfected from D'Angelo Steele. But the match with JPH and Rockin' Rivera, I saw Rockin' Rivera did his little Sting WCW promo recently, and it was amusing. But I don't think that he has what it takes. I don't think any of them really have what it takes right now to get involved with JPH and come out with a win. He's upset. He lost to D'Angelo Steele at the last show. And if you think he's going to lose at this next coming show, I think you're going to be in for a shock. He's probably going to do to Rockin' Rivera the same thing I'm going to do to Chris. And that's beat him up. I'm going to beat you up. Bad.
you're hyping yourself up for
Okay,
failure.
okay. Yeah, no, it's I think everybody's pretty much got the consensus on this one. I know, um, to Kenny's point, not taking away from the potential for the match coming up, but JPH did give D'Angelo his toughest fight so far. You know what I mean? So With that being said, I Rocket Rivera is a wild card. Wild card. Like he showed up last show. He didn't get the win, but he disrupted that match a lot. He was very disruptive in that match. So I'm interested to see him one on one, and I'm glad it's going to be where one of these guys can get the potential to kind of move forward. So kind of like both of them. Let's see where they go.
Unless Rockin' Rivera got that shillelagh from that leprechaun, I don't see him doing nothing too good.
That is not okay. Who we got here?
Man, y'all really let this man in here talk y'all ears off still?
All
That's
right,
Mike
we
Strong.
got Mike Strong. Mike Strong in the building.
Mike
The man
Strong.
that don't listen.
Nah, the
All
man.
right.
How dare you say I don't listen? You the one who don't listen.
If you had to listen to me, boy, we would have been the tag champs by now. Not that I wanted to be a tag champ, but if you had to
There you go,
listen to
Blake.
me, I
There you
wouldn't
go,
have had to
Blake.
leave you. And you wouldn't
There
be
you
in a
go, Blake.
situation, you wouldn't have got suspended, and you wouldn't be in a situation you're in right now. Got a tag with that big chin retarded boy and Vega Venom.
Yeah, we might be canceled today.
Oh man, we definitely are. That's shipped and sale. But do want to welcome Mike Strong up. You have been part of the conversation. Actually, not too much bad's been said about. I mean, outside of Atlas, but to be fair, Atlas talk bad about everybody. So,
I don't like
um,
y'all.
I mean, it's feelings mutual. But the 6-person tag was brought up earlier. We can swing back around. Definitely want to get your input on that. That's quite the opportunity. If you all win, you get the title shots for the respective titles from the AIC. You and Lindsay get the tag title shot, and Vega would get the women's title shot. So just let us, give us your thoughts. Let us know what you plan or what you gonna do. What you
Well,
gonna do, bro?
after the Atlas situation, people walking out, man, I can't trust nobody.
Well, if you listen, and you maybe listen to this partner, you can get this opportunity, and y'all can win, and you get you another title shot.
Like,
I mean,
if
All you
my
gotta do is win. All you gotta do is win.
partner and stop acting like a complete jerk off, it's all about me. Me.
If you
Yeah,
listen to me, you learn something. Ting, ting, ting.
I'm gonna
all right.
learn something from somebody who is not even a tag team specialist. A man who likes to be a solo dolo. A man who likes to live in the cave under a rock. You know what you remind me of, Atlas? You remind me of the troll under the bridge.
You focusing in on me. This is the problem now. You don't listen. You focusing on the wrong things. You focusing in on me and how the fact that you didn't listen to me, and that's gonna go ahead and make you lose this match. This coming Saturday. You gotta go ahead and wrestle with the king. Do you even know this boy? Do you know this boy? You talk about me and how bad of a partner I was. At least I was gracious enough to bestow my vast knowledge upon you to show you how to win. Your dumb self didn't take it, but you got this boy that's walking in getting a big, thick tongue monkey upset with him before he even get in the ring. He got that big slobbering gorilla all upset, holding his belt up, talking about, now I'm gonna beat him up. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna love
How you gonna fight a slobbering monkey?
Unfortunately, as eloquently as Atlas put that, there is some truth to that. Um, I don't know if you all had tagged before, and
Never tagged.
there's okay, so there is a sense of unfamiliarity. Like the unfortunate part about Atlas is you're gonna get
I
Atlas,
don't
right?
that I don't lie, and
Yeah,
I
you're
tell you
gonna
the
get
truth,
Atlas.
and I tell you how it's gonna be.
You know what you're gonna get. It's basically just gonna be frustration.
It's,
And
it's
yeah,
already.
yeah, right. But
We're not get on him no more.
Vast knowledge.
We're gonna zone him out and have this A and B conversation and make sure he see himself out.
right. So with that said, like, how do you handle? Because I know that you are you're versatile. You're a singles guy. You're a tag team specialist as well. How do you handle teaming with new partners?
Teaming with new partners, it's like wrestling somebody new. You gotta go in there and get a feel, see what the guy like. It's gonna be tough.
So wait a minute. Have either of you seen the movie Pootie Tang?
Sadate?
Yes. So if you remember on the movie Pootie Tang's father was killed by a gorilla. Now you have J JPL or whatever this boy's name is, going
J.R.
ahead
Lindsay. J.R.
and
Lindsay.
J.R. Lindsay going ahead and getting the monkey that killed Pootie Tang's daddy upset with him before y'all even get into a match. And you think this is gonna go well? You talking about let me go ahead and see how he wrestle. You think this boy is gonna be able to handle a slobbery gorilla? Did you see what he did to Pootie Tang's daddy? Did you see what he did? And I seen what happened. He didn't
Don't
survive.
take the slobbering gorilla away from the match. Hey, I don't care. One less person.
Again, with all of the finesse of a wet fart, Atlas does have a point because, as we saw in the promo with the ARC, they did not like what he had to say. Like they did not like what he had to say. And before you had came up, uh, Larkin was very vocal about what J.R. Lindsay had to say, and
He said succotash several times. So that know you mean he meant business.
he's not. He's. I don't think he's taking y'all as seriously as maybe he should. So there seems to be a heightened sense of kind of you know animosity going in already. And like I said, this is a new partner for you. So like, how do you kind of deal with that built up? Because kind of for you, you're just kind of coming into an opportunity, right? You know what I mean? This is okay, opportunity for a tag match, but there seems to be something on the other end, some level of contention on the actual contention from your partner to the other side. So, and I know Vega and Renee have their history already in C3. So I know you're coming in as almost like just a neutral party.
How you gonna handle a slobbery gorilla, my friend?
Tell you, I'm just gonna throw a banana.
No, we can't. We
Okay.
can't.
You got
We
the
can't.
world's blackest man and a slobbery gorilla. At least you'll be able to see Miles Mercer because he like wearing that crown. So you'll be able to see him. You'll be able to grab him. Just reach for the crown, and you'll reach for the crown in the shadow, and you'll find him. Now that gorilla's a whole nother story. You can kick him in the face. I did it twice. That seemed
Not
to
a,
work.
Didn't you lose that match?
Why does the board work like
I
that? I
didn't
just
lose the
never
match.
understood.
I gave the match to the
Why did they
slobbery
pick? That's
gorilla,
why they picked him.
and then I shooed the gorilla away. If you go
Okay.
back to the
But
tape, y'all will see what happens. But how are you gonna handle a slobbery gorilla, my friend? I know how to deal with a slobbery gorilla, and I'm telling you, kick it in the head twice. But how are you gonna handle a living shadow and a slobbery gorilla?
if the lights
In
didn't
a
come, that's how I
in
deal with
a in a better way, put. How are you prepared for having a new partner and going against more of a dominant team in ARC, because they have been dominant. Like I said, Lark has been undefeated for 2 years. So answer that question and not the question that Atlas asked.
How do you prepare yourself for something that you're not prepared for? Easy. You turn something that's bad into gold.
Okay?
Shut up, Atlas. Shut up, Atlas.
I'm just
If
trying,
He
you're
said
trying
what
to
he said. He
figure it
said
out,
what he
you
said.
gotta
I'm
wait.
just trying to
He
figure it
said
out.
what he said.
Trying to
He
figure
said
it
what
out.
he said. He
If
I'm
you're
said
just
what
trying
he
trying
to
to
said.
figure
figure
it
it out,
out.
then obviously you never turn a bad situation to gold because you're
I don't
always.
have to. I call the board.
That is crazy.
You hear this?
I called them straight up. Called them up. Like,
I, I know.
hey, yo, look, I got this problem. That's what I
I
do.
know. We
This man can't never handle his own situations.
I handled it. I
Yeah,
look.
this is all new for me. So
I'm just saying. I handled it.
So,
it.
I'm glad I got to see the old Atlas first
I'm just saying. Look,
for this Atlas.
look, look, look. Y'all walk around and pretend like what happened to me didn't happen to me. And Kev, this is your fault just as much.
How is this my fault?
Because
he just
you
he
have
just
been
needs
here.
somebody to blame. That's all.
You have been here to do not only every single podcast when I have been so gracious to come on to bestow my knowledge upon you simpletons on this podcast. Simpletons like Arshawn, simpletons like Mike Strong, whoever this Miguel Montgomery person is, all you
Who?
simpletons, I have been gracious enough to
Who's Miguel?
bestow my knowledge upon you and been gracious enough to give you my knowledge. Have you listened to me? Did you listen to me, Mike Strong? No. So what I have to do? I had to leave you.
You didn't have to leave me.
I did have to leave you because you don't
Leave.
listen.
You didn't have to leave at all.
Then I come back on here. I tell you that I'm booking a match with Kenny Nine. What does Kev do? Oh, Kenny got a shot. Kenny got a shot. Kenny got a what? Kenny might beat you. What happens
He
if he
did.
wins? If
He had a shot.
I
Hey,
t-
Every man got a shot.
and
at
what
the
did I tell you? I
beginning of the
told you
day, everybody has equal ground
Hmm.
until the
right.
first nigga hit his
And
mouth.
and that there is what got Kenny Nine beat up. That's just like telling Mike Tyson, here, let's have a nice boxing match. That's just like telling Jackson Larkin, just here, go ahead and have a conversation without slobbering. It ain't gonna happen.
Well, well, if there's a slaughter, it ain't gonna be me.
I'm just saying, you
Me
you
what?
gotta you gotta fight a slobbery gorilla in a living shadow, and you already got a woman with split personalities and a dude who for some reason was holding his chin like he was smelling something stank. Did you see that? Did you, Mike Strong? Did you see what your tag partner said and got you involved into, got you roped into? And you talk about me?
You
Did
see
you
what
see
you got?
that?
You see what you got me roped into?
I didn't get you roped into none. Had you listened to me, we be tag team champions right now. Not that I'm a tag team wrestler, but we be tag team champions not right now. But you don't listen.
Hold on. Did you or did you not walk out?
I walked out because you didn't listen.
No, no,
I,
no.
I gave
Yes or
you
no?
I
Yes,
gave
no.
you
Did
precise
you or did
directions
you not walk out?
with the way they should be applied, and I gave you
Did you
examples of
or
how.
did you not walk outside? Yes or
Yes,
no?
no, that happened.
That happened, right?
That happened.
Okay, then. You roped me into a 2-on-1.
I didn't rope you into anything. Had you listened to me,
Sir, sir,
it,
sir.
I delivered. When I tagged out that
It
match,
does.
when I tagged out the match, I said, "Go ahead and choke him." You said, "I'm not gonna choke him."
Why am I going to choke somebody?
I said, "Go ahead and rake his eyes." You didn't want to rake his eyes. Then you went
Sorry about
ahead and got yourself and beat up. Not him. You went ahead and got beat up.
Hey,
Got beat up.
hey,
Then
look,
then
look.
Kev
You know
gets
what?
29 beat up.
Hey, Classic. I need you to
that.
whip
Yo,
this man something nice. I need you to whip
got
this with a new shoe size.
bro.
he gonna have a new way of eating with a straw. Watch.
Look, I'm just saying.
Like, go through the comments.
Then
Even
I need a new
they've been
personality.
they've been calling they've been calling for him to be canceled, man. Like
man, Kenny Nine. Look,
People
Kenny
got to
this
Nine
man
see where I've
has
been at, man.
got
I've been
this man
suspended.
has lost.
Kev got Kenny Nine beat up, and then Classic Alpha wanted to go ahead and stick up for him. He couldn't just go ahead and just keep his mouth closed. He couldn't just go ahead and just say, "Yeah, Atlas, yeah, you did beat me up. I should just go ahead and just shut up and just be right." He wanted to go ahead and keep his mouth, open his mouth. Cost me a title shot. Cost me the title. I couldn't even get in Battle Royal because this man wanted to go ahead and get in my business again. Then I get accosted. I get physically assaulted back in '89. Then I got to go ahead and call my people that know people that know people. And y'all want to talk about me because I tell. I tell. You know what? In grammar school, they
I never
tell
seen
you don't go ahead and
I never
handle
seen the
things on earth.
biggest, almost the biggest man in the locker room tell like a little girl.
I ain't no telling, ain't no little girl. I tell the people that gonna do something, make something happen. If you don't tell, go. You ever heard the term "closed mouth don't get fed"? You ever
You
heard
ever,
that term
you ever
before?
heard snitches get stitches?
Man, look, whatever.
They
I
gonna get
beat
I
one
your
ain't,
gonna
ass.
get a one gonna get a hospital visit after September 21st.
I'm gonna beat you up.
he done went from he who is incredible to Stanley from Friday.
I'm
Get off
finna
my
be he who
grass.
done beat up Chris Classic in front of his own
He
kid.
Randall
That's
from recess, bro. At this point, he Randall from recess. He got
No.
the notepad and everything.
Everybody wants.
No.
Straight Randall from recess.
do know that the board is listening. Do know that they taking notes and they
That
instructed me to take notes because
that
right after this
incredible
What
show,
stripe.
you do to me?
That that incredible stripe, you could just make it the orange. Remember the orange? You know the orange thing that the hall monitor wear.
Hall monitor.
That's
The
what. Just
incredible
turn that
hall monitor.
orange.
You're running too fast.
All around this.
You're running too fast.
that's all right. That's
Folks,
all right.
you
I'll be that.
citizen, you're running too fast. Oh,
I will be that.
Walk fast, you.
where is your hall pass?
Halt. Where's your hall pass?
Where is
They
your
ain't
hall
like
pass?
none of they ain't like none of it. They
Where's
don't
your
like
hall
none
pass?
of it. Right direction. Right direction.
Wow.
Got one. He snitching.
Where is your hall pass?
Okay.
Matter of fact,
Yep.
you're short. Are you a leprechaun? You can be my friend because I don't have any other friends.
Yep. And they're gonna appoint me to monitor the hall of that hallway. So when your visitors come and they be running, I'll be like, no, stop. Y'all running too fast. You
Do
can't
leprechaun be
pass
snitching too?
this
Be proud
hallway
of
too fast. Because if they come down there too
Look,
fast,
I
I'm
never,
gonna have to
wait,
tell on their asses too.
I never seen somebody so proud of snitching.
I'm just
Be
saying,
proud.
whatever.
Be proud. Oh, so
Y'all
we got
was
two.
y'all thought it
We,
was curious. You found it curious that I was proud to be a referee. You found it curious that why is he so happy to be a referee? And you see what I did there. Yeah, okay. There's always a plan.
I see. So before we go, there's two more matches I do want to show up because, like I said, I know you guys are very busy. You know,
Take it, take it, take it, take it,
I know
take it.
Atlas needs his nap before he has a big one this Saturday.
He's always
Next,
All right. We got the Detroit dispute with the BIG from the 313, Joseph Ira Credit against the professional Tony Thunder. Now, this is it's an interesting situation. I know these men got history. I know that was something going on with the tag match last time they were supposed to be partners. I don't know how that went down. We could probably get some answers to that. Right. That's hashtag ankles. You know what I'm saying? They're fan favorite. Shout out to Joe. Shout out to Joe. He a fan favorite. Yeah, you gotta show love. What's that, man? You know what I'm saying? They showing love to the man, but that's
This
that's gonna
ankle
be interesting.
positive term. I,
They
yeah, I don't know.
they you know how we do, man. We'll find a name of endearment for anything,
Right,
man. You know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? As long
Y'all
as the
talk
people
about
love
my
it.
fashion. You talk about my fashion sense, but y'all ain't said nothing about that onesie Joseph Credit be wearing.
Man, he be fly. We ain't trying to hear that, man. Come on, we ain't trying to hear that. It match whatever
No,
whatever you talking
wait.
about.
Wait,
The
look,
second,
hold on. Alex J. Hard. Snitch. Called by the fashion police.
Yup, yup.
Now he's the fashion police.
so that that's your
I'm just saying.
police.
My
Now
man
you
come out
might.
with a straight onesie
What is
on.
this
Now you go.
ensemble that you
I'm
have
just
on?
saying. He come out
What
with
is
a
this
straight onesie
ensemble?
on.
Right.
He can't get a partner that see that's ooh, maybe he should tag with Mike Strong. Mike Strong can't get a partner that can stay with him, and Joseph R. Credit can't get a partner that's gonna stay with him. Maybe they should tag up together. Thank you. Thank you, DK. Do you think it's wise to question the motives of the board this close? Well, Alpha, I mean, he
First
can
time I
ask all
seen
the
this
questions he
person.
wants because,
The first
I
time I
mean,
seen this person comment. See how people. I do know the board is they like selling badges, board badges for people if they want to purchase it. So by any
yeah.
means necessary, I guess that's probably gonna
And
be one
if
of
you
the
don't
first.
buy one, I'm telling.
Oh,
I'm
Hey,
so
telling.
now
If I see you
this
there
the
is
at the
hall
crazy.
desk
monitor who's
and
a
you was
snitch and the
around the
fashion
table
police
and
is
you
is
don't
gonna
go ahead and
snitch.
buy one, I'm straight telling. I'm straight telling.
And he
For
gonna
real.
talk about your fit too, because he don't like how people if they don't dress right. Apparently,
Nope.
he's the only one that can pull off burgundy pants with purple ensemble. He
I
upset
get
with
the
those
finest.
credits.
I get the finest fashions from Florida, the retirement community off the coast.
Okay, that makes sense. There we go. All right, that makes
No,
perfect sense.
Come in there with
There
I
we
go ahead and
go.
travel.
Let's,
Miss Sophia, she hooks
this
me up, and y'all,
explains
man, my ops be hating.
everything.
Hey man,
Ooh, my ops be
you
hating.
can't be you can't be disrespecting Miss Sophia like that, bro. Like, nah, man. Like we draw the line. She got fashion sense, bro. And
Yeah,
you can't do
nah,
that.
I don't know.
I don't
Not to
think you
Miss
know Miss
Sophia.
Sophia.
Nah, he talking about Miss Sophia off the color purple. That's the Miss Sophia he talking about. He can't be talking about that's the only type of color combination we talking about.
Oh my bad. I thought you talking about somebody else. My fault.
No, he ain't talking. Nah. Shout out to Miss Sophia. But um,
You know what, Kev?
I'm just saying.
It's your fault.
Um,
Your fault.
but we do have a battle of the 313 coming to the 219 this weekend. So Atlas, go ahead. You can go first. Let us know what you think about this matchup. You already kind of let us know what you thought about Joe, but you go ahead and
I'm
let
just
us know.
saying, Joseph R. Credit is one of those guys that you don't put him in a singles match by himself. Then you got this guy. Did he? This is not Tony Thunder guy. This is Tony Thunder, right?
Yeah.
This is Tony Thunder, right? The boy looks like he just woke up and rolled out of bed. I mean, he already upset. He does. Joseph R. Credit was one half of the tag team titles, and right after he won the tag titles, he loses one part. Then he gets Tony Thunder to agree to be his tag partner to substitute, and then he don't show up. So as a result, he decides he's going to defend the tag titles by himself, which the board didn't like, which is one of the things I also brought up when I told. And he loses the match and is no longer a tag team champion. So if it was me, I'd be upset at the man who said you was gonna be my partner and then didn't show up. And I'd be looking to beat him up. So I'd go ahead and dust off my onesie, lace up my boots around them big ass ankles, and I'd go to war. So I get think just for our credit, it's about to go ahead and beat up Tony Thunder the way I'm going to beat up Chris Classic this coming Saturday.
You know, despite the fact Atlas talking all that trash, he does bring up a point. The snitch brings up a good point. You know, these two guys, for some reason, maybe a valid reason, the board decided to put together to go against each other. Now, I know from what I've seen between both of them, they're still cool. But in the back of Joseph's mind, that could be one of those things that I get to take out my frustrations of losing the tag titles because you didn't show up. Now, from what I heard with Tony Thunder, that he had a reason why, a valid reason why. So I will say that.
He didn't
But
like his
still,
fashion sense. That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
sometimes things do happen, and even though things do happen and mishaps happen, that doesn't nullify the emotions that come with it. You know, to have a belt, to be a champion, and then to lose it because two people opted out. Now, one of them was a big emergency for sure. So that does probably play something in his mind. You know, Joseph Credit said that he was going to knock the Sonic rings out of Tony Thunder. Now, if Tony Thunder is one of his brothers, and he said that to his brother, imagine who he said that, what he do and say to somebody who he truly hates. You know, and Thunder, he took it very personal, said, you're going to knock me out, and start calling him the names he used to go by. Like, he went personal with that, and he actually spoke about him in a storm. So that's just how serious Thunder was. Thunder was literally in a storm talking about that, he really needed to have this victory because he fell short the first time. So he feels like it's on him. I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be a pretty intense match. I want to say Joseph our credit, but at the same time, Tony Thunder is very unpredictable. Like, we've only seen the tip of the iceberg with what he can provide into professional wrestling. And I've seen a lot of things, and I'm a big fan of both guys, and I'm very cool with both. But this one can go either way.
Y'all be saying stuff that get people beat up all the time.
All right, Maestro, what you think, bro?
I'm gonna go with ankles, man. I'm ankles finna get on him. Y'all ever had a big guy grab you? Not Atlas. Atlas. But
Man, I'm just saying, wordplay is very important. In the wake of everything that's going on with Diddy, you talking about big people getting grabbed. I'm just saying.
I never said the big person getting grabbed. I was saying the little person was getting grabbed. And
that don't make it no better.
Yeah, it didn't.
Makes it no better.
You ever had a big man grab you? Absolutely not.
Well, what about little one? Like,
it look like that from Money Talk.
No, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, he's like, did he grab you like this?
Yeah.
Did he grab you like this? Or did he grab you like this? So you saying that's what they're gonna be asking Tony basically after the match? They gonna be like, "Man, did he grab like this, or did he grab like this?" That's.
And keep in mind, he's gonna be wearing that onesie when he do it. So, see. Y'all can't talk about me. I'm not gonna get canceled. Y'all gonna get canceled calling this man ankles.
I'm what the fans call it. Look, I found that out recently that it's called ankles. I was shocked more than you, sir.
It's
Yeah,
a but it's a term of endearment.
You like,
ankles.
yes,
Yeah.
ankles.
I don't think Joseph would like anybody walking up to him calling them ankles. I'm just saying. Like
I'm,
I'm I mean
I'm a,
I
I'm a,
could say on good authority.
ankle,
I've
bro.
done some backstage reporting. He is aware of the name and
yes, he is. He
he
is.
appreciates the love. He does. He appreciates the love. As long
He
as it's from a
almost
place of
lost his
love.
The
mind
way he
at some
shows it is
people
way
at the
different than
last.
what you promote
Was that
because
his last show or was that 2 shows ago?
2 shows
Them
ago,
individuals that was called him them ankles.
the
So
kids, the kids,
y'all telling you, I
the
may have
kids.
to go ahead and have the board speak to him about this because I don't like it. That don't sound too professional to me. That sounds like
Because
a lot of hate. That sounds
It,
like
it,
I need to tell somebody about that.
I mean, but then you can also look at it as, you know what I'm saying, your ankles support your base. You know what I'm saying? You got your feet and you know what I'm saying? So he got a strong foundation about him. You know what I'm saying? He cause you know,
yeah.
he got
So
he got strong foots to stand on. You know what I'm
most
saying? And that's what Joseph Ira credit represents, right? He always represents the strength. You know what I'm
Y'all just
saying?
gonna get
He
Tony.
always represents the
See,
power, right?
see,
Because it didn't slow him down. They was working his ankles. It didn't slow him down.
see,
He
see.
kept going.
Y'all, and this is what happens. Y'all gonna get Tony Thunder beat up because y'all calling this man ankles, and I'm gonna sit back and laugh as it happens.
I'm I'm saying that Joseph Ira credit, like he put his heart out in the ring and steal the show, and then he grabbed the microphone and said what his plans was. It was 2 kids, and they started talking about him, and then he cursed them out, and the kids was done talking about him after that. So I'm just saying I don't know if ankles would be a good.
I don't know because now y'all talking about him. That just seems to me like if I was Joseph R. Credit, maybe he need to go talk to the board too. Maybe I need to go ahead and pass on
We'll
they
see.
number to him.
We'll see. Maybe it's one of
I'm
them
just
things where you know how you got a nickname that only the people you cool with can call you. See, the people that rock with him, he don't mind that, right? Because it's a sign of strength, right? You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's a name he can get behind because the people that call him that support him. See, that's where it started from. It started from the people that supported him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
right.
I'm with that.
Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. I
Right,
got
right. Come on,
right.
man. You know the power, the strength of your ankles. You gotta have the suplex both the ARC at the same
Both
time.
of I mean, a shadow ain't too heavy, but that slobbering gorilla. Okay, you got me. You got me.
Come
You
on,
got me.
man.
That
Come on,
that
man.
that gorilla could
Atlas.
be heavy, and I
It
mean,
is far off the rails right now. Rails, what rails? You was
you
gone. That
seen
10
what he
minutes you
did to
was
Pootie
gone.
Tang Daddy.
Rails
You seen what he did to Pootie Tang Daddy.
b- to the rails. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's basically
Yeah.
yeah.
Moving on, we're going to the main event.
I still think about it. You got a lot to show. He got dropped last time he was here. I'm just saying.
Yep. In our main event for the C3 Ultimate Wrestling Championship, we got the champion himself, the pretty psychopath, D'Angelo Steele, going against the C3 Ultimate Wrestling Urban Culture Champion, the fundamentalist Marcelo Spade. Now, this is not a title for title match. The only title on the line is D'Angelo's world title. So, this is an opportunity for Marcelo Spade to either leave as double champion or D'Angelo to solidify why he is the man at the top of C3 Ultimate Wrestling. this is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be crazy.
You still got them disinfectant wipes?
I'm working on like getting one of them hazmat suit gloves that go up to like your shoulder. I'm gonna try. Maybe you could talk to the board and help
I'm
me out
just saying
because maybe
because
they got some supplies I can borrow.
I got like some wipes that you can borrow because he didn't had that belt too long. First of all, any man that calls himself pretty is also an issue. When you call yourself pretty and then you say you're a pretty psychopath, that's an issue. Then you named an inanimate object Rachel. You've admitted to sleeping with it and doing numerous ungodly things with it, and you think somebody else is about to hold it after you then held on to it. I hope y'all got some disinfectant wipes, some spray, some cologne, uh, and a toothbrush to get in the crevices. I hope, I hope, I hope Marcelo Spade win. For the sake and the hygiene of that title, I hope Marcelo Spade wins.
You hope.
I hope.
You just said the man was dangerous.
It, look, he didn't name the belt Rachel.
And you think he's just gonna give up Rachel that easy?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I'm
That's what I'm
saying,
thinking.
man. The dude got issues, and he done did some things with that belt. I could have swore I saw some type of film. Now I ain't gonna say what color the film was, but I saw some type of film over that title when I'm just saying what I saw. And I hope
Well, we see what you went through, sir. Okay.
no, you will not. You will let me handle that title if I got some gloves and
Nah,
some disinfectant wipes of that. Look,
I'm 100% on board with Atlas on that. I know we have our whatever, but yeah, I don't believe it's okay to touch the belt right now. I do believe like it's gonna need some type of sanitizing. Um, if
they named it
Marcelo
Rachel.
wins, I do suggest we like sanitize it before we hand it to him. So just in mind, like I said, I've already
Well,
made sure that we got some cleaning products and all that other stuff too. So I'll take care of that since I am the one, uh,
Thank you.
do it the transfer of the belt. So I'll see to
Did
that
you see how you
if
smelled it when you picked?
necessary.
Did
I,
you see how you smelled it after the last show when he picked it up after he won? Did you see he
He
smelled it?
did.
He did smell it. He
He
smelled it.
did.
It was nasty, man. It was nasty. It was
He did.
nasty.
I
Did he
think
grab
I
the
accidentally dropped it because I was trying not to get none on my hand. Whatever
did he
could
grab the
be on
belt
my
by his ankles? By the ankles?
he did. It's not. It's just not okay. But I will say this
so
for as
after you don't clean it and you hand it over to Mr. Spade right after the match and he just give it a big kiss.
you say, you just give it what?
You heard me? Did I stutter? That man
No,
just title before you even get a chance to clean it.
mm, nah, I ain't gonna do him like that. I ain't gonna do him like that. I in good conscience as much as because me and Marcelo we've there's that White Sox Cubs thing. We've butted heads about that before, but just in good conscience, I couldn't let him do that. Like I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I let that happen. I'm just letting you know. Like
But
there's some things
that night.
there's just some things you don't let happen. You know what I'm saying? If absolutely possible. You know what I'm saying? So
um,
Cody, you had the bird.
Outside of personal affairs, the belts and stuff, I do think that this is going to be a great match between both of them. Despite the fact that D'Angelo still is the C3 Ultimate Wrestling champion, we got to think that sometimes you always have to prove yourself, not only just as a wrestler, but as a champion as well. You know, I think back to the Amazing World where he won the belt and how he won it. When C Red, his father, gave it to him as a gift and went over the top rope. So he not only represents himself, but he kind of represents his family. And with still being a new father, congratulations and stuff like that, you have to basically put on. So maybe in the future, that's something that he may get to pass or, instill into his son as well. So people are going to say that it's a fluke by he won. Oh, he won it by chance, or he was just lucky because he was in there with his father and stuff like that. So I think that like Courtney has been killing it. Excuse me. Still has been.
Who is this Courtney person?
I'm sorry. Sorry. Still has been killing it lately with I know I'm terrible with matches. D'Angelo still has been killing it. He beat his former tag partner JPH. He beat Rockin' Rivera and Joseph Howard Credit in a triple threat. And I think that not only is he the champ, but D'Angelo is still hungry. He's still hungry for the business. Ever since I've met D'Angelo Still, he's always
No, I don't think he's hungry. I think he's that other H word. I think he's my last name with a Y. I don't think he's hungry. I think he's D.
He's
outside of what he does with that belt. He always has something that he wants to prove when the bell rings in the ring. Not in the bed, that's his business. But in the ring, it's a different thing. Spade, on the other hand, Spade is not liked by a lot of people, but he can back up everything he does in the ring. You can call him anything in the world, but what you cannot call him is a bad wrestler. The fundamentalist at his finest.
I like him mainly because he's a Windy City wrestling graduate.
Yeah. So
that's all.
That's it. That's it.
He, like, regardless of what people feel about his attitude, he does bring a sense of professionalism and professional wrestling that a lot of people do not bring or no longer bring or care to bring. So I think he shines bright into that. So I do have Steel winning, but I will not be surprised if Spade pulls out all stops to make sure he's the first double champ. Just saying.
I don't care who wins. As long as I'm
Look, you better worry about surviving that slobbering gorilla. Do you have a raincoat, sir? Do you have a raincoat? Do you have any type of thing to prevent slobber and saliva from getting onto your body, sir? While y'all worried about ankles and thunders and everything else, do you worry about slobbering gorillas? Because they hurt and kill people.
The more you talk, the more I'm less worried.
Because you're gonna kick him in the head, right?
I just don't see how the board just is cool with this.
You gonna kick him in the head, right? See, and that's why you're gonna lose. That gorilla gonna get over you. He gonna go booga booga, and he gonna slob all over you, and that's gonna be it. And then the shadow gonna come and use his venom symbiote powers on you, and that's it.
What? What did we just jump into? The Spider Universe?
You didn't know Miles Mercer was one of them venom symbiotes? You did not know that Miles Mercer was a living shadow. I mean, all you got to do is look at him.
I'm wondering what you did. No, I never side with this man again.
The board wouldn't do that to me. They
Mike done been through enough, man.
They didn't agree. They didn't appreciate how Mike Strong didn't listen to me, which is why It's one of the top
They might as well
rated
get
shorts for C3 on YouTube right now. When I jump down and I leave your punk butts in there, they love that.
So who do you have Mike winning?
who do I have winning? Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. As long as I'm in line. I
Mm.
Jesse Strong is next. And watch Andy Jackson saying this for the longest. Got next. And I skip and skip. Then I got suspended and skip and skip. And watch, I'm gonna get suspended again.
If you don't listen, if you don't, I mean, all you got to do is beat a gorilla twice. If you beat a gorilla twice and rope onto a shadow,
Jeez.
Peter Pan roped onto a shadow. You can do it too.
Jeez. All right. I guess the board condones all of this, huh? I see what side of the
But it matter what we
just jeez.
Appreciate my honesty. They appreciate my wisdom, and they appreciate my expert point of view,
say,
and I appreciate them.
a man, a gorilla.
That's just terrible. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this.
Yo,
I it's been it's been dope to watch D'Angelo Steele handle himself as champion, regardless of how he's handled the title. He's handled himself like a champion. He hasn't backed down from any competition or any challenge. He's basically faced. He's you know what I'm saying. He's not running away. He's not avoiding any competition. Unfortunately, that's what we've seen from Marcelo Spade the last couple shows. All he's done is avoid contact, basically, avoid the competition, run away.
there.
But,
So,
but,
so y'all, you count blind, idiotic. So you say a man that would run directly into a face of a hurricane. That's bravery.
no, and that's why I was gonna,
I
and
hear
that's
I
why I was now to his point.
but that
That's
was
where I was going. Right. That's where I was going.
that example,
It's
sir.
it it has been in a case where, to be fair, the last two matches, then his opponents were huge. Okay, like a clear size advantage over him. So moving and keeping away would be instinctual. I'm not going to take away from the man's skills because we've seen how Marcelo get down when he get down, and that's the intangible with him. He's smart enough to run when he's got to run, and he's able enough to get that to keep his title when he needs to. Because since winning it, it's not even really been in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? Like him losing hasn't even really even been a thing. Like shout out to
Not
him.
only did he win it, we ain't seen Aaron Stone since he won it.
That is true. That
Yeah,
is true.
really,
So
really, you trying to say that man made Aaron Stone run away,
He didn't make Aaron Stone run away.
make want to go home?
Pack his whole bag up. And he was either that or that slobbering gorilla. One or the other.
but to his point though, we definitely haven't seen him, and that's not so much an indictment against Aaron Stone because we know he's awesome, but that is definitely a credit to Marcelo in his ability. Now, hopefully we'll see Stone back. That's farther down the line, but at into the limelight, we we're gonna make a lot of history. We got the first last man standing match. We got
Chris
uh,
Classic's last match.
we got Arcade Anarchy. We got We got the 6-person tag. You know, the opportunity for the contenders match. We got JPH versus Rockin' Rivera, and then we've got the main event. I mean, I'm sorry, we got the dispute between Joseph Ira Credit and Tony Thunder, and then I believe right we got the main event. So not only is this a show dedicated to our sponsor, Limelight Comics, but I've been trying to stress kind of throughout this dream that this show gonna change a lot. I don't know if everybody is aware of that because I know you guys kind of do your thing, but I get to kind of watch the landscape as a whole. You know what I mean? I know that you guys kind of focus on your own thing, and I understand it. You got matches and all that, but consuming it from where I'm at and getting to watch everybody's situation, the the consequences, the outcome, like the future, is going to be dictated by this show. And if Marcelo is able to beat D'Angelo and leave with both titles, that's gonna be crazy.
I just realized something. Ain't we missing somebody on the card? What? I feel like something's gonna be chaotic. Something's gonna be chaotic because we're missing somebody.
Yeah, no, the
So while you all talking about all about me, classic alpha, why don't you talk to your boy about that thing he done brought up in here that be massaging people, want to go ahead and get massage orders
Man,
from people.
look,
I didn't
You
already
knew
talk to him.
about it. You knew. See, you be knowing stuff, and you want to go ahead and fight me. Yeah, go ahead and think about that. What happened with that? Huh? What about you on anybody else, Kev? Why you ain't telling anybody else about that, Kev?
okay, all right. Let me address this once and for all. All right, I
Okay,
made a mistake.
address the
I
monkey.
am not working with the board. All right, I've talked to. I know. Roll your eyes. I understand, but I'm going to show you. All right, that this was not meant to hurt C3 at all. All right. I just wanted an opportunity to do something different and to bring something different to the company. And it got out of hand. But I am going to fix this.
that mistake. That mistake has been terrorizing people for about a year. I think the mistake showed up at the Amazing World, which was October 2023. We are near the end of September, so almost a year. So I just can't accept that that's a mistake. Because if you've been knowing for so long, and then all of a sudden now you telling me, it's like, what else are you withholding from me? You know, for all I know, you could be
Yeah,
one of
Kev. What else you holding out on, Kev?
you could for what I know, you
I
could
ain't
be
no
one of
snitch
Apple's
for one.
sponsors.
That's what I ain't. I can tell you that. I ain't no snitch. And I'm
You
not
could be
holding
one of
out
his
on nothing
friends.
else,
I mean,
man.
it
Look,
could be one of his friends he was talking about.
look, it's not me. Okay. Like I said, I made a mistake.
It was
I'm gonna fix it.
me all along. Now,
You the
I'm
reason why the board do what they do, Kev. You and your
oh
bad choices.
no, no.
You make
Oh
bad
no.
choices.
Oh no. Oh no.
I have it on
Oh
good
no.
authority that you make bad choices.
Oh no. Oh
I got
no.
the authority. The Atlas is
You do two streams bragging about controlling a wrestler. I'm snitching. I don't know who you're talking about, but
How about you?
You see, that's
Talking
a that's
about
a
you.
that's a
When?
that's a big mistake, bro. That's a big mistake. Like I done already did some stuff that I'm not proud of as far as like with the company and stuff and some of my decisions, but having that thing come around and stuff like that, that was also on the list too. So that's not helping my
He
case.
not just a thing.
He's not just a thing. So what is he?
Look,
Is
that's not important right now.
is
Okay,
it your friend, your best?
we
I
not
mean,
here to talk about that.
Everybody got friends today. Atlas got a lot of friends. He got a friend right now. It's a cute friend too. But
What's up, flipper
you got
dog?
a friend too. Is
That's
it
my flipper dog.
we watching Toy Story? You got a friend in me, or you got a friend in he that is
I
nameless?
don't. I don't
I mean,
have. I don't have. Look. eh, I mean, I'm friends with everybody. Okay, I'm cool with everybody here. So I don't have any friends in high places. I don't have any special particular connections with anybody. All I'm
Man,
saying
JPH,
is,
JPH could have used a friend at his last show when you had
I
Nameless come up in there and go ahead and demonstrate on him. Hey, let's go ahead and get him in the match. Let's go ahead and make him
I
part of the
didn't
wall
do
match.
anything at that time. I didn't put him in a match.
You put him in the match before that.
Okay, that time.
Hey, let's go ahead and get him involved. Hey, let's go ahead.
But
That's
I
why
didn't do it the second
that's why
time.
I said I'm telling.
I didn't do it the second time. I don't know what it is to tell. The board put him in the match the last
They
time.
put him in the last time, but they put him in that first time. They said if you gonna have him in, you better have him in a match.
that's what I'm saying. Like even
But I didn't have it. I didn't have anything to do with that. I didn't have anything to do with that.
he got a point though, Kev. He has a point. Like you quote unquote controlling him at Still the Show. That basically was his tryout to be wrestling for C3 Ultimate Wrestling. So this is why I'm like, I don't know. Because you said you wanted to be a manager. You said you wanted to do all of this stuff. And then all of a sudden, the nameless thing is on the roster. So, yeah.
If you wanted to be a manager, Kev, when I was teaching you about the difference, well, what was it? This is Impact. Do you remember this is Impact? You can be like, man, you got a lot of knowledge. I'm gonna go ahead and want to be underneath your wing. We could have had some stuff, but no, you want to go ahead and get the Abu Dhabi amulet and get nameless to start coming up in here trying to pass out flyers for his massage service, and now everybody got to worry. Now they got to worry. They got to worry, and I got to tell.
Atlas, I wouldn't respectfully. I wouldn't manage you if you and Hulk Hogan was the last two wrestlers on the planet. Okay,
So you saying you would manage Hogan?
Listen here, brother. Okay, call me Jimmy Hart, but I would much rather.
That's all right, because I don't like managers. I like managers just as much as I like tag team wrestling. I was trying to
But
help
you like
you out.
friends. But you
I was
like
trying
friends
to
though.
help you out.
See, but you got friends. Look,
I got friends though that don't
this
like it. That's what I told. That's what I'm
this
telling you.
this ain't about me. Okay, like I said, I've owned up to I owned up to the mistake I made, and I said I'm gonna fix it. Okay,
He like
yeah,
friends and monitoring halls and fashion and what's in style.
right. See, you the only one. You the only one confirmed to be working with them people over there. All right.
Work
I done
with
already
who?
said
Work.
I just made a genuine mistake. And like I said, I'm working on the fixing. And if I can't, that's cool. But
Look,
I'm gonna do
y'all trying
everything
to
in
make
my
it seem
power to
like the
fix it.
board here for something negative. Y'all trying to make it seem like I'm just out here they got right direction in their name. Right direction in their name. How can if it be wrong if it's a right direction? Y'all just scared.
You are enemy of the state.
I have
Y'all
not
just scared.
contrary to comments made in the chat, I have not nor do I plan on going to Springfield, Illinois. I mean Springfield, Ohio, or dealing with any cats and or dogs.
Huh?
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, I can't see these comments.
Hey, look, man. Like I said, I might just be the commentator. I might just be the ring announcer. But apparently, I got a reputation to protect too. So, you know. But
You
So,
you
so
protected somebody else too.
I'm not protecting
Tell
nobody.
him,
You
tell him,
protected
tell him,
somebody
Pastor,
else.
tell him, Pastor
Like
Alpha. He deceived you. You was hoodwinked. You was bamboozled. You was led astray. Tell him.
I'm just saying, bro. Like there's already a lot of stuff going on. Some of it my wrongdoing, some of it just pettiness and stuff like that, and then this extra stuff. Like you got your friend a tryout in C3 Ultimate Wrestling. That's how I see it.
Think
That's
you're
how I
seeing
see
it
it.
all. Think you're seeing it all wrong, man. But we not here to. We're not. This is not why we're here. It's not why we're here. We're talking about Into the Limelight.
Now, if
We're
you
talking
show
about
up
the next
into the
show.
limelight, then we gonna have something to talk about. So,
If it happens, so be it.
see,
As
look
of
at that.
now,
Look at
I
that.
am. Like I said, I don't have the amulet. I am not in control of anything at this point.
They got right direction in their name, man. Right direction in their name. And y'all talking about, well, Alice, told he snitching. He telling them people. They got right direction in their name. We didn't got rid of them stale cookies, them stale hard cookies. We didn't had the best shows ever because of the board. Y'all acting all scared. Y'all ridiculous.
Atlas,
Ugh.
why you why are you so angry all the time?
Because y'all don't listen. I've got to go and tell people to
Somebody
try to enrich
somebody
your lives.
you was younger, man.
Just
Well,
stop being so scared all
Somebody
the time.
hey, somebody
since that's done, what we got? We got any other matches? That's it.
fans don't
Yeah, that's it. We did a rundown, so I do want to like probably just cut this because it's a lot of stuff I gotta take care of. I do thank you guys, including Atlas, for showing up. You know, I mean, this may be the last time you see Atlas speak with complete sentences. So
I hope so.
I want you guys to cherish this moment, share
You
the
can
moment.
borrow my puppy. My puppy will. He's a service animal. He's an
Okay,
emotional support animal, and he will come and visit you in the hospital. I've
he
trained him
gonna
to do so. He'll
he gonna
visit
break.
you in the hospital.
Listen to me. You're gonna break the dog's back with all the emotional support you're gonna have. You're gonna put on it on Saturday. You know, don't do the dog like that, bro. Don't do the dog like that. You know,
why y'all trying to hurt this dog?
nobody trying to break the dog. You said the dog is for emotional support, and that is fine. But
I believe the
the
dog
burden that he will carry with this
obviously the
L
dog
he's
ain't
about to
doing his
get
job because Atlas is
is
still
just too
angry.
much for the dog, man.
Obviously the dog ain't doing his job because
Calling
Atlas is still
Peter.
a real McGay hole.
I'm calling Peter.
This is fashion police. The Atlas, the fashion police.
Atlas got problems for everybody.
Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see after this show. Watch. I'm telling the whole board. They got the right. This show is presented to you by C3 Ultimate and the board. The board. And y'all all running scared of the board. Okay, thank you. Thank y'all. I would like to
Well,
thank y'all. That is beautiful. That is so beautiful. That's so
since
beautiful. Look
Atlas
at it.
since Atlas already started, let's acknowledge our sponsors. Uh, I guess the board for
And I want
continuing to put that on the screen every time we say it.
to
Shout
speak.
out to Limelight Comics. This show is for you. We appreciate all of the support that you have given C3 Ultimate Wrestling since day one. You've been down since day one ish. Go to limelightcomics.com. Go pick up the new merch. They do have a poster made specifically for this show. You can pick up, you can order with everybody on the card. Here, you got everybody on the poster available right there. So make sure you go to limelightcomics.com. That is a C3 Ultimate Wrestling exclusive.
They'll be
All
at the
right.
show too. They'll
Bingo.
be available.
They
At
will
the
be
show.
at the show. Yep, they will be at the show. So make sure you get yours, get it signed.
Don't
Got
ask me to
everybody,
sign nothing.
especially Atlas. Ask him as loud as possible because you know
Don't
you got to
ask
speak up
me
so he
to
can hear.
sign.
You know
No,
what,
Keep
no, no,
man?
your
wait.
nasty,
Wait.
snot
You
nosed kids away from me.
Send your
If I see
kids.
you on
you
your
have to
phone,
be
Or
I'm gonna yell at you. But keep them kids away from me. And
in order
or he could be
for Atlas to sign it. You have to have a hall pass, and you have to be in fashion. Okay,
Right.
that will change his mind. If you got a Gordon Gartrell, good. That might work. You know what I'm saying? You got to be fashionable. You got to have your hall pass. Okay,
you are such a hater.
I'm just
And I'm
saying.
going to my
I'm
ops
just
be hating.
saying.
And I'm going to beat
Saying.
you up.
If you
Saturday.
order right now on Fashion Nova, use the promo code The Incredible. You won't get nothing. And that's exactly what he's going to get September 21st. He will have no victories. He will get nothing but a hospital visit. I'm just saying.
You're gonna need to borrow some of them thousands of bottles that Diddy didn't left laying around to pull my foot. Cause I'm
Wow.
about to beat you up, boy.
Hey, yo. Oh,
I'm about to beat you up.
hey, yo.
You gonna need to find at least about 500 of the thousands of bottles that Diddy had laying around. You can find the one labeled Chris. You grab it up. You go ahead and pull it out. You just go ahead and spread it wherever you need to spread it, and get this size 15
No,
fried from out of your behind, because it's coming
none of
Saturday.
this sounds
I'm
Compliments
just gonna start
of the
talking mad mess. Man, bro,
So,
go ahead,
hold
bro.
on, hold on.
Oh,
And some Vaseline to fight like old
we
boy.
So,
was
so,
almost
so,
gone. We was
nah,
at the
he got to hear
sponsors.
now. So,
We was almost gone.
we was leaving. We was leaving, and then Atlas started singing 99 bottles of oil on the wall. Atlas did this. 99 bottles of oil.
They gonna call you Captain Greasy when I'm done with you, boy.
Captain
That's
Greasy,
crazy.
I'm done with you, boy. That's not
No.
99 bottles of oil on the wall.
They
Take
gonna
take
call
that
you
to the notes.
Captain Greasy. They gonna call you Slick Rick when I'm done with you, boy.
what are we talking about now?
I hope you still
At
talking about the wrestling.
this point, I'm not sure it's
I hope
wrestling
you're
Sir,
talking about the wrestling.
anymore.
you're a little suspect, sir.
I was
I'm not
That's a
sure if
little
it's
focused on the
wrestling.
wrestling.
Not even sure. There's a list coming out
game
in
a
like a
suspect.
week or two. I hope Atlas J. Horn is not on
Suspect.
it. I'm just saying. For the rest of our sponsors, please, for our production sponsors, shout out to Rashawn over at Critically Drinking. We appreciate you and your support over there. Shout out to the
Hold on,
bro.
wait. He brings up a good point. Arshawn does.
Oh,
Atlas said that he left Mike Valentine as a greasy spot on the ring. He the plug.
Kind of
So
makes
wait,
you want to
so wait,
know this.
wait. Wait, hold on. Help me out, y'all. He a snitch, hall monitor, fashion police, oil plug. Johnson and Johnson. Is that what you're saying?
Johnson.
You are a man of many hats and oils, my good friend.
God dang, he just became Mario.
Hey,
Oh,
what's that character on Street Fighter that be putting all the oil on their body, Hakan or whatever? Like,
oh man.
and then like one of his
Wanna
moves
slide
is like
around on the floor and stuff.
he puts the oil on him, and then when he give you a barrel hug, like you slip through his grip and you hit the TV and die. Boy,
And
you
then
was
you
something else.
remember every last bit of them oil comments that you
I
making,
don't
boy. You remember that.
Hey, he gonna have a black bag full of
Hey, what kind of what? Hey, what type of match y'all got? Y'all gotta know this qualification match, right?
It's the last man standing.
Last man
Last man
standing.
standing, right?
Oh
The
my.
only way I won't be the last one standing if I slip on the oil that
You gonna need to use to apply to remove this foot from your behind. Johnson Johnson.
Atlas Johnson Horn.
is that what the J stood for? Is that what the J stood for this whole time?
I am not a man to be ridiculed. I am not a man to be made a fool out of. And this coming Saturday, Classic Alpha, you will see Johnson Johnson out.
Oh hell, he who is incredible.
Oh man.
Not only do
All
I
right.
wrestle, this oil takes care of calluses on your feet.
Oh man. All right. This has probably been the most unhinged media coverage stream ever. So
Like it is.
I want to thank everybody that showed up. Classic. Appreciate you having us on, man.
No problem. But one more thing, and I promise. When is the last time you seen Atlas leave the chat? Have you ever
Never.
seen Atlas
Never,
leave the chat?
Never.
He's
never,
usually
never.
there. I keep telling y'all.
He
That
finna
man
go
is
snitch. He
broken.
finna go snitch.
That man is
He
broken.
about
He
to
is
go
not
tell on
the
them.
He finna
same.
go
He is
tell on
not
us.
the same
Watch.
Atlas J. Horn. It's not the same. I
Watch.
told y'all. I told
Watch
Atlas
you.
now.
Juice, Juicy,
Watch.
Juicy.
He finna go snitch. And somehow, some way, I'm gonna get in trouble for it. Y'all don't get in trouble as much as me now.
Man, what do you mean? I'm in all the trouble.
How? Did you get suspended, sir? No, you
No,
did
but
not.
no, but I'm basically like fucking. I mean, freaking on the end of a rope right now,
Who fault is that? What did you do?
man. But
What did you do?
still, ain't no man. But still, I've owned up to it. Okay,
You
you
gave
got
somebody
suspended.
you gave somebody a match that
When did
shouldn't
you get?
have one.
I didn't get. When did you get suspended?
See, see, everybody asking this question. I don't know how I got suspended. I just got a letter in the mail saying, "Hey, we don't need you until further notice." You know,
Now we talk all the time, and I ain't out. Just never even crossed my mind to ask. I just assume you did something.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I know there's been a lot of stuff going on with Mike, and I'm just glad to see him back at
Yeah,
C3 for sure.
yeah,
Saying like he's definitely like one of the people to see in the company. So I'm definitely glad to see Mike Strong back.
see,
So
that's
that's
been
a
a good adventure I've been having.
yeah, it's good. But once again, I want to thank everybody that got on the panel, regardless if it was for a few hours or a few minutes. Third show of the year, Enter the Limelight. Tribute to Limelight Entertainment Studios. Shout out to David Green for being a key sponsor for our shows for the last 4 years, basically.
yeah.
So he's donated books, he's donated posters, he's donated a lot of his time. And time is one of those things that we don't give back. So get back. So it's very important to understand like how devoted somebody is. Huh.
Oh,
He,
Oh my God, he's back. Ah, no.
he about to sell us some oils, y'all.
oh
He got his
no!
catalog. He got his catalog.
I'm gonna beat you up this coming Saturday. There ain't nothing you can do about it. There ain't nothing you can say about it. Your baby gonna cry. Your wife gonna cry. And the fans is gonna cheer. And the oil will be heated.
I want to say space.
That
So
don't help. That's it. That don't make.
man, he probably was at one of those
Let's
Diddy parties.
let's go before this gets
I hope we
any
talk about
further
wrestling.
out of hand.
I hope we
I
talk about.
don't. I don't even want to speculate at this point because I don't want to end up on a list for speculating.
Okay.
You already on the list.
I'm right, exactly.
You already a suspect.
I ain't suspect for that.
Then they can't trust nobody. I see
I
why.
look.
I see why
I,
Stone Cold was like that. I see why Stone Cold did the DTA and stuff like that because of stuff like this happen.
it's some crimes. It's look. It's some offenses worse than others.
Bro.
Okay. I did what I did, but wasn't no heated oil involved. Okay.
But all right. Once again, thank you guys. Thanks to fans. Thanks to everybody that commented. Shout out to Arshawn and everything that you continue to do. Shout out to those. Shout out to so many people. Thank you guys for showing up. 3 days. We get into the limelight. Going to be awesome. Get your tickets online. You can get them online via Eventbrite, or you can go through Zelle through my former email, which that company has control over. So make sure you guys get those tickets. Doors open 12:30 p.m. Bell time at 1. You do not want to miss this event. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. We will see. we
Wait,
will see.
the first comment. Go back one. Wow.
Hey man, we can't stay here. We can't stay on any longer. It's about to be 3 hours. I gotta put my babies to sleep, y'all. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I will see you guys. And then we got more people like we got more viewers. No, we can't do it. We gotta go. I'm sorry. Make sure you guys look at the playback. We will see you guys Saturday.
I can't with y'all.